Well, I will say I was not expecting to do a stream early today. I was like, what? But yes, hello everyone. Hello. And I also hi to and yeah, we're getting a stream today. I'm like, what? Like I was for anyone doesn't know, and it's confused as I am. Yesterday it was yesterday for me. I was just like getting ready to go to bed, go rest. Usually I stay like a little later. Yo, hello reality collapse. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. You're here. Hey, welcome here then. Welcome. But yeah, yesterday I was like just getting ready to go to sleep. I just usually keep awake to like I am awake to a certain time just to check like there's the new Hoyo trailer or Wua trailer or something. But there was nothing. I was like, okay, I'll just get ready my stuff and just go to bed. And then I look at like the tab on like the YouTube page, like the posts, and I was like, get ready. And I was like, wait, what? Like, we're having a live stream for this? Like, I know they said we were going. What are you planning to do right now? Okay, so yesterday, on the Genshin page, the Genshin packet page, they announced they're going to have a live stream just to talk about Nod-Krai, like 6.0 like patch stuff. So like they did say like a few days ago that they were going to update like the web event that we're having, which is just just a bunch of lore stuff. I was not expecting being a whole live stream though. So yeah, we're getting a whole live stream just for freaking Nod-Krai. I'm a little flabbergasted. I'm a little like flabbergasted. Yeah, flabbergasted. To like, we're getting a live stream for this. I'm happy. I'm truly happy we're getting this. I'm just a little, like what? Like it feels a little surreal to me. I don't even know what to expect, honestly. So I'm just along for the ride, to be completely honest. So the Abyss lady gonna be playable? Oh, you mean Skirk? Yeah, I think everyone expects her to be playable. Are we going to see her today? I have no idea. But yeah. I'll say hello, Concepta. Hello, welcome to stream. And hello, Ray. I saw you there. I don't know. I went to sleep, woke up, ate breakfast, took a shower, played some games, and you're still live. Oh, no. Don't get me wrong. No, I'm not still live. I just went back live up again. I wasn't planning to live stream today, until I saw it that we're going to get a live stream for Nod-Krai stuff. So then I decided to stream now. That's why we're live. I didn't like continue streaming till last stream that I was doing, which was an Okami stream, by the way. Also, yeah, my exams. I just finished my exams to see this. Hey, congrats on finishing your exams, Ray. Congrats. I'm shocked, excited. I also am as well. You're lifeless. Hey, I'm not lifeless, okay? Don't call me that. But yeah. Basically, I ended the stream like a few hours ago. Like, what? 8 hours ago, I think. And then I just started now because we're getting new info about... Only playing Genshin? No. Yesterday, I was playing Okami. When I do play, I play Genshin, I play Star Rail, ZZZ, I play WUA, and I play other like non-gacha games. I've been cycling then for now only one game per week. That is not a gacha game. I was doing two, but I feel like doing one is a little bit better so I can get progress all the time. So usually I cycle this one non-gacha game, and usually I focus on those 4 games. Sometimes I play something like, oh, there's a new game that came out, and I try it or not, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah. Now we're just gonna be here. I was planning on starting earlier than usual, but I was like, I don't know what to expect. So I might just be here talking to you guys until, like, usually I would enter Genshin at least to do my dailies and whatnot, and I guess I still could do that. I'm just more interested in the fact that, you know, I don't know where we're going to get it. I mean, if I have to, like, I guess be 100% honest, what do I expect? I guess I expect, you know, maybe the devs being here and just talking about what the concept, like, Nod-Krai is going to be, a little bit about the factions, and maybe we see some screenshots. But I genuinely don't know. I'm just a little, like, stun-locked, I guess, by the fact that we're getting a live stream for this. And if we are gonna live stream for this, I think they're probably cooking something. I just don't know what it is, though. Go touch grass. Hey, you should say, hey, don't say to yourself if you don't know me enough, okay? I go touch grass well enough. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Nerd. That's freaking like, you should tell I nerd about, should I go touch some grass, Mr. Streamer? But yeah, I already did. I woke up, I did my strategies, I went to eat some stuff. I guess you're eating some stuff here. And I was just watching this, and after I end the stream, I'm going to just go rest, do some other stuff, and then I'll probably go, chat, by the way, just to add up, we are still streaming at the usual time later today, which is going to be the Anaxa stream, just to pull for Anaxa and test him out and all that stuff. We're still doing that. I'm just doing this extra stream because I didn't know we were going to get it. so yeah, but we're still doing it. The train home is not available, so I need to take a long way home. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Ray. That sucks. Gonna take an hour and a half. An hour and a half to reach home. Damn, that's unfortunate. Bro plays 5 gacha games and live streams every day. Somehow I don't believe you touch grass. No, I truly do though. And also, just to add it, I actually have grass in my house. I can literally just step out of my house, go there, touch grass, and come back. It's just that easy, chat. House here is big enough to where there's grass outside, so I can just do that all the time. I think I've told some people here, like I have we have like a tree with lemons on the front, and no, I think we have lemons on the back. I think there was some orange at the front, if I'm not mistaken. And what was it? Was there? I think there was more stuff as well. I forgot exactly what it was. I think the main thing we have is some lemons, like a lemon tree. I forgot how to say it properly, but yeah. So I needed to say there's enough vegetation around me for me to touch grass if I truly want to. He better gotcha it. Oh my god, Chad. I'm scared of this live stream, man. It's okay, Ray. It's okay. Let's y'all just you know, take it together, I guess. I'm not going to see what they're going to do. Hey. I know it sounds like, oh, it's just like I'm coping. No, but seriously, I do like, it is like, no, actually like a bunch of grass around my house that I have, because around the area, yeah, basically my house, basically, but yeah. Even though it's not technically mine, but oh well. But yeah, it's a little early though. Thankfully, they're actually doing the streams a little later than usual, so it's not as early as it was before. Like it's around 9 for me. It's going to be 9 anyway, so it's not as bad as it was like a few streams ago. Like it was 8, or it was like 7 or something, or 7.5. I think there was that early, but I think some streams were, but not too bad. So I can like prepare myself properly. I'm not too I'm not like tired or anything, so that's nice. No, we want from the ground take grass, but there is grass here. That's what I'm saying. That is my point. That is actually grass here. I can just literally go walk like what, 5 seconds, touch grass, and just come back. Like, I mean, the Genshin live stream, by the way. Genshin never done this before, so I'm scared. Oh yeah, I think it's the first time we got something like this level. And granted, we had something similar when like Sumeru came out. They started like posting videos about the region, but we already knew. Like it was like we already like had an idea. They're doing this way earlier, like way earlier than usual. So it's definitely though interesting they're doing this. And whatever it is they're going to do about it, I'm gonna. But hey, how are you guys doing? I know some of you guys already said it, but how are you guys doing in general? How is your Wednesday going for you guys? Oh, see, I tried. I feel like I'm already getting better, by the way. I think I said live stream that I was feeling a little sick. I still am, by the way. I still am, unfortunately, but I took some meds, so I feel like I'm getting just a little bit surely better and better. Hopefully by tomorrow I'm not feeling anything, but I guess we'll see. I hate today. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. Is it because you're you know, just had exams and now, you know, you had like 1 hour and a half to go home? That's the reason. Oh, I need some water. Oh, I see. Yeah, I get it. It's just the fatigue from like a long day of doing tasks. I totally get what you feel. Definitely been there, but like, oh, I need to do a test, and then like just 3 hours later, if the test like super long, and then I don't want to do anything anymore today. It just hurts. So yeah, I get it. Right, that's right. I must be hungry as well. It's depending on how long it took to do all those. I still have some minutes. I think I'm not even going to enter Genshin. Maybe not now. I'll do it my. Also, chat. I almost missed Imaginary Theater. I was like, wait, did I do Imaginary Theater in my other account? And I was like, oh no. Thankfully, it resets tomorrow, so I can still do it. But I almost missed it in my my friend's account, so I can still do it later. I was more busy in trying to do a business than anything, but oh well. Are you half full? I don't know what that means. I don't even know what that means, to be honest. I generally don't. I don't know what you mean by that. You ask me that. Also, by the way, you don't mind me just calling you Reality, right? Or you want me to just call it like Reality Collapse, like the whole name? It's out of curiosity. We usually just call people like the first part of the name, so that's why I'm just asking, just to be sure. Positive, negative, or neutral guy? Is that what it means? I mean, I don't know. You guys tell me. Am I toxic? Chad, am I toxic? Am I a toxic streamer? Am I? You guys can tell me that. I don't know. You guys probably have a better read than me than myself. Yes. Oh my god. Also, by the way, I'm double streaming, chat. For anyone who doesn't know, I'm double streaming Twitch and YouTube. So you guys unfortunately only see Twitch chat on the stream on the screen because Twitch is dumb. But I can see both chats all the time. No, you're very wholesome. Thanks, Ray. I'm pretty sure Darwin just said yes just to like mess with me. I know you're a toxic Yeskin. Oh, if you want to call me reality, I don't have a problem with it. Okay. Like a little bean? Oh, okay. I appreciate the compliment. Okay, maybe Genshin will showcase this. That would be kind of funny. Like, hello everyone. We are here to present you the skip button in Nod-Krai. Enjoy. See you next time, and they just go. They just end the stream, and then that's it. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I think it's mostly gonna be concept art, unless if they actually show gameplay, I might like what? I might freak out a little bit, but I think probably just going to see concept art, maybe Skirk and some new characters or something. But I think that's it. I don't think they're not gonna show Nod-Krai today, right? Right. Never heard that sentence before reality. Only available on this one. On this side quest. Oh my god. No, you know what is funny, Concepta? The skip function already exists in this game. If you go and do the hangouts, like with the 4-star characters, they already added a skip function to that. If you like already saw the dialogue, they just never added to like the main quest. So there already is like a skip mechanic. They just never, yeah, they never added like, you know, story quests or, you know, Archon quests or whatnot. Yeah, during hangouts, yeah. So it is like the function is there. They just never like added everywhere. I know that's why it's funny. Like, I don't know. They should just let it be there. Why won't they add it to the world quest, man? Hey, have you seen the new event in Atlant? There's a new event in Atlant. I haven't done it yet though. I think I might done it on Saturday. Yeah, there's a new one. I think like I got like a message from Paimon saying, hey, Walani wants to see you or something. So I haven't done it yet though. I'll probably do it on Saturday. I wasn't planning to do on stream, but I was like, wait, if Paimon's saying something like voiced, I was like, I might as well do it just to see what it's all about. I really have seen Hoyo fanboys say it's too hard to no it isn't. No it isn't. Come on. No it isn't. Like, come on. They literally already have it. They have it there. Like, I'm pretty sure, for example, Impact 3rd, it's not a skip button, but like they have like loadouts as well, so no it isn't. They know how to do it. They just never did it. For whatever reason. But they can do it. And if they can't, I'll say they're just lazy as a programmers. If they made like a mess of a game and they want to add more stuff, but they just can't because the program is just too complicated, then that's their fault. They're making a messy program, okay? I'll say that as much. Is it Inazuma and not really? Okay. Just don't tell me too much. I don't want to like get spoiled or anything besides that. I want to like see what the whole story. I mean, I don't like the event's probably not that long, unless you know it is, but I don't think it's going to be. So the 2 regions everyone hated. Oh my god. Okay, I'll say I don't have problem with Natlan personally. I don't. You have Concepta, but I don't. But for me, Inazuma, I think I mentioned a few times here that I have a problem. I feel like Inazuma was way too short. I feel like that region would have greatly benefited if it had like one patch more for the story quest. Because they wanted to wrap everything so fast at the end, it felt so rushed. That's my only problem with Inazuma for me, anyway. Like I said, I haven't done the event, so I don't know like what the deal is. Maybe there's an Inazuma character in the event, or they mention it. I haven't done it, so don't go too much into it. I will see when I do it, chat. I don't want to get spoiled on that. Oh, but I got your me. I see. Yeah. Also, actually, just to clarify a little bit, just remember, I don't like spoilers in the chat. Like, I don't look at leaks, and I don't like spoilers, so just be careful not to mention any of those. Just point it out now, because that's like at least one of my major like no-nos here. Just never talk about leaks, and don't talk about spoiler, like don't spoiler me like story stuff or whatnot. I just don't want to know. I skipped the whole wait, really? You skipped the whole Inazuma storyline? You know, it was when they started to stretch the story. It felt very slow at the start and didn't rush at the end. Honestly, at least for me, I didn't mind the slow start since it was a new region. So I don't mind the slowness of the start. Also, maybe just me, but we're saying, oh, Inazuma, like, if Inazuma is slow, it reminds me, what about Star Rail now? Like, on Forest is taking their time in doing their story. But I don't mind the beginning being slow, I just mind the ending being rushed. I feel like at least the ending should have, lasted longer, so they could develop, Watatsumi Island more and Kokomi more as a character. So then when, everything collided at the end, they make more sense. But it just kind of rushed, and it was like, oh, and then everything was good. The end. That was my main problem, honestly, with Inazuma. Although I like the characters in general. It just, the pacing for me, like, it kind of like, eh. Let's talk about the captain. Oh boy. When has Genshin always had problem with pacing? I mean, nothing was always perfect, personally. There's always at least like one Archon quest in the whole batch of like a 0.0 like patch, like between the end of the beginning of the storyline until the end. So like there's always like act like 3, 2 or something that people were like, yeah, it felt a little slow. It felt a little like, can we get to the good part now? But at least for me, I feel like the one that like took the worst was probably Inazuma. The other ones I don't mind too much, like, I know, like, for example, Fontaine, Act 3, is just you in the jail, and it's a setup for Act 4. I think, funny enough, I think was it Act 3? I think it might be Act 4 Sumeru, for example. It was just there to, like, just solidify, like, whatever happened to Ruka Nevada and all that, but I don't mind that much. I feel like the one that really, like was Inazuma. That one was still, like, yeah. I remember crying for the necktie. Act 5, it was really good though. Yeah, I don't like. Oh, you just don't like the Civil War politics. Oh, I see. I'm gonna take a breather after their scene. Yeah, that thing was kind of rough. I was like, man, oh man. That was a scene at least. And then emotions to Nuvila talking to what was her name? Foslar, right? And then she like bites the dust and like bro is just there, and then goes to him, doing his dragon thing to save everyone. Okay, chat, we have like 8 minutes. 8 minutes until 7 minutes. I'm stupid. I don't know how to count. But we have 7 minutes until Divergence. It's Divergence out here, or the stream to be precise. So I'll wait a few more minutes, and then we're like 5 minutes left. I'm going to go and set up everything on stream here. It shouldn't take too long. Also, reality. You said let's talk about the captain. Are you pissed? Are you pissed that the captain died? Are you pissed, bro? Didn't survive into the end to become playable? Is that what you're trying to say there? Or will you mention him? Unless you're talking about another captain. Oh, which by the way, I'm actually excited to see or to hear, I guess, Var continue story quest. Whenever we, hear him there, since they tease him and whatnot, and how it's going to sound in English. Because I'm pretty sure, bro, at least him should be a voice. I like her neck. Who? Like, whose neck? Who exactly, like, am I missing a call? Did I miss a message? Or, like, I just went to, like, let's talk about the captain, and then, like, a lot of messages, and, like, I like her neck. Wait, huh? Am I missing something here? To me, I feel like I was spacing being trash for most of the Archon quest. They become speak out of nowhere. Then the story dies. Danish leaf guy appears and speak repeat. Oh, okay, I see. Danish leaf guy. Oh, you're. Oh, okay, I get it. I get it now. I was like, wait, who are you? Oh, I see now. I see what you're trying to say. Oh boy. Yeah, that scene leaving everyone's memories, and people, as always, as the internet does, are going to meme the hell of it. Oh, that was Nathan Act 5 for me now. Ooh. Okay. The premiere is here, chat. Let me go and set it up for you guys so you can see it. It's literally just, let's start with Nod-Krai behind the scenes. So it's literally that. So let me just go and check it. Okay. Let me do this. Let me separate it. Capture right? Hey, he did capture right. Awesome. Alright. Let me go and set it up here. We ignore chat because chat is all over the place for like this stuff. So we're just going to wait until things change, and then I'll get stuff done here. Let's eat. Oh boy. Our peeps are eating good. Well, it was a reunion for me from Onset Sumer. I'll say though, yeah, people had the problem with Natlan. I personally, Act 5 for me, I was so freaking happy, like beginning to end. Honestly, I don't know what to expect, but I was like, oh my god, it felt like someone patted me at the back. Hey, congrats, you're doing out all the world quests and like character quests, buddy. You did it. Like that. Oh my god. It felt so freaking good. My only problem that I have is the fact that personally I felt like the captain should have appeared more in Act 5, especially considering what he does at the end. But besides that, I actually enjoy that whole quest. It was so good for me. Did a lot better with the pacing, even during side quests. You mean world quest, or you're talking about story quests in general? Hey, stop playing after me so disappointed with the net on the app. So I did. Yeah, at least the impression that I wish it part was... Yeah, I think this is my only problem there. I feel like when they show the art for the version, I thought bro was going to be somehow he was going to be there fighting with Mavuika and us at the end. I honestly thought that. He was going to appear in nowhere and help us out. I gotta go. Bye. Okay, reality. Thanks for having by then. See you around. But yeah. I thought he was going to, be more present at the end. But he just really did appear at the end and was like, don't worry, fam. I got everyone here. I'm ready for this. I like the scene. Don't get me wrong. I like the scene. I just wish it appeared like previously before that. So then by the time, you know, he appears at the end, it was like, oh, my time has come. I know what I have to do. Like, it wasn't like just out of nowhere. Even though it makes sense from the things they're setting up and all that, I just wish he was there before. Okay, so the premiere is going to start in a few seconds. Let me go and close this music, even though it's amazing. Let me just go into that chat. And then we can go and start this. Honestly, yeah, it kind of would. I honestly thought though she was going to die, and then at the end we were going to revive her. If someone asked me how I thought things were going to end, I thought that's how it was going to be. Like she was going to die, but then like they're going to revive her at the end, and then she would come back. I know she technically already died and revived as the Pyro Archon, but I thought it was going to happen one more time. As you know, almost like a, you know, like we did so much for Nathan, we don't want to let you die. Like for us, like you need like, you know, be free and have like a shot in just, you know, just living, I guess, after all those 500 years of it did. With the power of friendship. I mean, Nathan is literally the power of friendship. Like it truly is just that. Also, I want to get rid of chat, but chat doesn't. It's still stuck here. Chat. Look at this. Oh my god. Oh my god. You gotta be kidding me. No. Let me. Yeah, chat is literally here. Like it just. I want to like close it, but it literally just here. Ugh. God dang it, chat. Yeah, I want to get rid of it, but like, oh wait, can I do this? Wait. God dang it.
在诺德卡莱的相关信息放出之后，项目组的小伙伴们也观察到各位旅行者有
Too many travelers that also are interpretation
解读和
speculation.
猜想，有一些比较天马行空了，有一些也跟我们的想法有点接近。
那这一次也是为了满足大家的好奇心啊，今天我们就站在创作者的角度，去跟大家聊一聊接下来诺德卡莱的版本内容。
Okay.
那同时呢，我其实也想借这个话题
Yeah, I hated the fact that like I did that and now like freaking chat didn't load still and then you're stuck here.
创作《原神》这样一个作品，有点像编织一张巨大的画布。起初我们从2个方向去开始编织，一个叫做诸国的冒险，另一个叫做追寻血亲。
All right, let me do this. I know it might not fix it. Let me try to reload them one time to see if it just does a thing here.
然后就过了好几年的时间，
Nah, it's
这个
still
画布
stuck
呢
here
也
though.
就逐渐有了大致的框
I
架。
don't want to stay and watch skip, but
这个时候
I
呢
review,
回
but I
头
got
去
to work.
看的话，
Okay,
发
Michael
现
Sabato,
哎
alright.
对呀，这个画
Okay, chat, let's do this. Let me go to Twitch and then just go there and get the Genshin stuff real quick. There you go. Let's go watch here. It's better this way. Oh, nice. I got an ad. Amazing. Okay. I'm going to go. Chat is going to be playing here. Let me go continue to watch this, and then after we do that, we're just going to move there. A little scuff, but oh well.
然而这些线头里面其实包含了非常多的信息，提瓦特大量的人物事都是通过这些细碎的线索串联在一起的。但是我们的节奏呢，太快了，
I'm so
太
pissed like this
匆忙，
stuff's up here out of nowhere.
很多有意思的点并没有完全充分的
Didn't say no, boy.
旅行者。那同时，这其实也是一个很普遍的创。
Ooh, the music though. Okay. Still playing here. Yeah. It is showing there, but it isn't. Oh dear. Yeah, I need to wait a little bit. I hate it here, chat. I hate it here. I'll probably go back, by the way, and like rewatch all this at the beginning. But god dang it. Okay, there we go.
那在这样一种构想下，那诺德卡莱的势力自然就是比较错综复杂的。 与其继续像之前几个版本一样，我们用国家这个地理强相关的概念，那不如去依赖各个势力的这个共同目标。我们从过去众多的一些伏笔当中啊，我们提炼了月亮这个关键词作为这个版本最核心的意象。为了让旅行者们也能更加强烈的感知到这一点，所以这一年我们打算把名字也改掉，我们打算采用一套新的版本名称，叫做《空月之歌》。那《空月之歌》系列呢，会从 5.8 版本之后就跟大家正式见面，持续也是将近1年的时间。
OK。
其实我们刚把罗德卡莱或者说月亮这个词这个关键词抛出来的时候，这个概念啊，我们会有一些担心。这些信息这个名词，它其实已经代表着我们的旅行者已经非常接近原神这个故事的真相。但是如果光说诺德卡莱，光说月亮，其实是非常不直观的。那针对这个情况，我希望用到刚才我提到的画布叙事的一个特征，因为信息之间是有高度的关联性的，所以我们可以用熟悉的内容去带动陌生的内容，用关系紧密的内容去带动对于旅行者而言还比较疏远的内容。那基于这个思路的话，我们分别对月亮和诺德卡莱开始了创作和拓展。在月亮的这个概念上面，原神里面其实已经存在了很多很多看似无关但是其实高度相关的情报，就比如说李月的书籍《竹林月夜》，对吧？还有那本谈都不能谈的禁书日月前世，还有雪山鹤冠，还有奥西坎纳塔的壁画，甚至大家非常熟悉的月卡女神，以及在空月之歌这个网页活动里面我们揭露的预言，还有5.6 版本前瞻节目里面给大家展示过的新版本。
那刚才这些已释出的内容，它其实共同反映了一个事实，那就是提瓦特曾经存在过3个月亮。他们在提瓦特世界格局形成之初的时候就已经存在。这也是为什么我们说这个月亮它是具备最原始、最纯粹的力量的。那这股力量甚至比大家现在熟知的这个7元素力还要更早。那同时呢，也是因为月亮的力量既纯粹又强大。那刚才我们讲到有各种势力，他们都会被这股力量牵引过来。那有的人是为了夺取它，那有的人可能是为了消灭它。那当然还会有各种各样其他的理由。
Also, I don't think so.
那这些各自有不同目的的，他们聚集在一起，那形成各种势力，那他们之间肯定会有一些冲突。那有的也可能会达成合作。不管是冲突还是合作，那将会构成旅行者在诺德卡莱冒险的一个很重要的部分。那这个作为故事主舞台的这个诺德卡莱，那也会成为旅行者们在新版本最值得期待的。
我们在创作诺德卡莱的时候去思考过一个问题：当你到了一个陌生的城市旅行，你第一个想要见到的人是谁呢？大部分情况下是你的亲戚朋友，对吧？或者是非常熟悉的网友。
I guess
这个道理在诺德卡莱也是一样的。我们认为最能给旅行者带来安全感的，就是我们非常熟悉的七宗集团的老朋友，哪怕是只闻其名的大团长法尔加。法尔加目前正在诺德卡莱对远征中的一些发现进行调查。在即将到来的5.6版本，它也会有一次意外的出场。那除了光是听到名字就让人很安心的角色啊，当然也有听到名字就让人很担心的角色存在。
Nod-Krai is a city that is basically on the border of the entrance of Deshnaya, basically.
他们的研究
It's a separate city from the main city, which Deshnaya is.
除此之外，好像还有几位执行官也都后面参与到了诺德卡莱这场巨大的阴谋当中。
当时马维卡他还提到了一些可以使用特殊力量的诺德卡莱的居民。我们叫它双月之子。也许就是双月之子这个名词，它大家可能不太了解，比较有距离感。他们有一些特征其实很类似大家比较熟知的凯尔特神话。凯尔特神话中有一个教派叫德鲁伊教派，那这个教派是崇尚自然的，他们把天体也就是星星作为自己的神奇。那其实大家知道月亮也是天体的一个。那在不久前的版本活动里面，我们也提到过这些双月之子的教众，他们是可以使用魔法。那另外呢，这种对月亮进行崇拜的组织，那也不是到了诺德卡莱这个版本才第一次提及。那实际上在原神之前的内容里，比如1.2版本的龙脊雪山，还有2.2版本的鹤冠岛，那其实都有这样的 组织存在。那在最近的纳塔版本，其实有一些世界任务也提及了相关的信息。那其实也不难猜啊，就是双月之子是一个崇拜月亮的教派。那在这片土地上，他们的立场就是尽其所能的去庇护月亮带来的一切。那这一点呢，就会跟前来抢夺这个月之力量的愚人众之间一定会发生冲突。
Oh, the power of the moon, she's going to steal it.
在诺德卡莱本土还有其他的几个势力，福尼契商会、直登人以及狂猎。福尼契商会，顾名思义是一个从事商业活动的组织，他们的总部设置在一个叫做纳夏镇的城镇里。纳夏镇这个地方鱼龙混杂，旅行者也会在这里跟各种各样的人打交道。那其中有一个叫做密文馆的独立机构是最为特殊的，他们会接受委托处理一些难以解决或者只能隐秘解决的问题。OK， 那直登人和狂猎呢又是另一个故事，他们也是彼此存在冲突的势力。诺德卡莱之所以在剧情里面被称作一块自治区域，有一部分原因啊，就是这里是处在提瓦特世界的边缘的。坎瑞亚的灾变发生之后，这里也是第一批受到深渊侵蚀的区域。
Let me go back a little few seconds and then go back to it. Is better this way.
创作误区，他们会接受委托处理一些总部设置在一个叫做纳夏镇的城镇。
It's better now. No more stupid things in my face. You can just go continue.
旅行者也会在这里跟各种各样的人打交道。那其中有一叫做密文馆的独立机构是最为特殊的。 他们会接受委托处理一些难以解决或者只能隐秘解决的问题。OK， 那直登人和狂猎呢，又是另一个故事了。他们也是彼此存在冲突的势力。诺德卡莱之所以在剧情里被称作一块自治区域，有一部分原因啊，就是这里是处在提瓦特世界的边缘的。坎瑞亚的灾变发生之后，这里也是第一批受到 深渊侵蚀的区域，这里存在的深渊势力其实是非常强大的，已经形成了一种狂猎的深渊灾害。狂猎这个势力或者说这个名词啊，来自于北欧的民间神话，它的意思是说一群幽灵或者说超自然生物组成的一个大军，无止境的在野外去追逐猎物。狂猎的成员可能是精灵、仙女，甚至是死者，而在原神里呢， 狂猎是一群幽魂大军。狂猎的灾害的开始，往往是以旅行者们已经见过的深渊魔物，也就是受尽猎犬。随后这个幽魂大军会无情地抹消掉他们途经所遇到的一切存在。
正是因为诺德卡莱有狂猎肆虐啊，所以他也驻扎着一个自古以来专门对抗狂猎的组织。那他们被称作直登人。 啊，那这个词也不是我们第一次提及啊，在 5.5 版本我们新推出了一套圣遗物，这个圣遗物的故事讲述的
Look at that, they're literally yeah. I haven't read it yet, but I'll check later.
简单理解的话，他们就有点像是守卫在诺德卡莱附近的边防战士，是一支纪律很严明的兵团。那讲到这里，我们其实已经介绍了有双月之子，有愚人众，有福尼契商会，有直登人，还有狂猎。那再加上之前情报当中提及过的，还有其他的 活跃在诺德卡莱这片土地上的势力啊，那我想就是旅行者应该可以意识到，就是我们所说的这个千头万绪的这个线头也好啊，包括刚才画布式的这个叙事也好，其实也不是我们随随便便打的比方。那要把这些不同来历不同个性的势力融合到《空月之歌》这个大版本的故事和世界当中，其实是个非常非常庞大细致的工程。
Are any of your war archetypes can compass? Okay.
很遗憾，没有。
Unfortunately, no.
绝对的讲啊，没有，会有一些环波罗的海的自然风貌，但是人文啊，完全是架空了。
Okay.
不过讲真啊，这个对于我们来说其实是一个挑战。这个是不用文明作为主题，而是以人作为主题带来的挑战。
Okay.
在这种情况下，
I mean, there's probably still
比
inspirations
起
here and there, but you know.
观察文明要如何映射在人身上，我们更像是在思考说，如果舞台上呈现的是这些人，由他们构成的文明会变成什么样子，又具备哪些要素？换句话说，就是从内容为文明服务到为人服务的转变。那这个思路的变化，对于我们的创作来说是尤为重要的。最终我们想要达到的效果，跟 几年前美术表达的终极目标其实是一致的。我们希望无论是谁去到诺德卡莱，都能找到属于自己这段旅程的自由与乐趣。
你硬要问这些表达当中有没有现实原型，那当然是有的了。那对吧？大家都知道艺术创作它从来不可能完全脱离现实。那就比如说大家谈到北欧，那北欧一定会有一个特殊的地貌，就是峡湾，啊，对吧？那有的旅行者可能在现实当中在挪威、在冰岛这些国家，我们亲自见过这种壮观的景色。那还有一些旅行者，他可能是在一些经典的游戏作品里面。他见过，比如说像早期的一些作品啊，比如说《魔兽世界》，它曾经有过一个地区叫豪风峡湾，还有巫师三，对吧？这个可能大家耳熟能详了。
I was like, wait, we're actually mentioned this? Okay.
在原神当中有一点不一样的是啊，原神它是一个基于卡通渲染和手绘风格的。
Yeah.
那在这样一个表达底下，这种地貌应该怎么呈现
？Really good game
啊！那这件事情也是我们曾经没有做过的事情，虽然他没做过啊，虽然它很难。对吧？但是它非常有价值。
再比如刚才提到的双月之子和晕中的冲突，这个概念在美术层面的表达其实是自然和人工的碰撞和冲突，具有原始气息、浑然天成的景色，如何与富有雕琢感和科技感的内容去共存呢？这样的理念并非没有先例啊，地平线、异度之刃。
Rise of Xenoblade Chronicles Final Fantasy Then Bro like dropping on the names, holy crap.
也熟知他们的表达手法，但提瓦特有自己的表达。原神的设计必须要建立在原神自己的设定要素上，比如说到神力，说到提瓦特的标志，那就不得不提到遍布各国的7天神像，对吧？在诺德卡莱也有当地居民根据对于月神的信仰建立了这个神像。那么，双方在诺德卡莱在提瓦特原始力量上的争夺，是否可以具象化为对神像的干预呢？我们其实可以尝试通过神像的外观变化来体现两股势力相互对抗的地方。
So they're gonna say, I don't think so. I don't think they would do like just like that. Like
创作者和玩家之间是会存在一些信息差的，那消解创作者和玩家之间的信息差，就是我们经常面临的一个挑战。比如我举个例子，就是提瓦特的科技水平问题。很多旅行者他其实基于早年接触原神的印象，他认为，提瓦特是一个比较落后大概15世纪左右的。
Yeah, honestly, they're not wrong.
那其实我们随着5年多的内容更新，我们有陆陆续续的给玩家展示提瓦特这个世界不同的侧面。比如在纳塔这个版本，我们有很多远超人类。
Yeah, the whole Dragon Civilization, bros like so freaking advanced. Like
每个国家。它都会有一些组织，比如教令院、空丹科学院，那他们也是一直在尝试挑战尖端的科技。所以接下来在这个有很多个势力融合的诺德卡莱，是自然会出现比其他地方高得多的科技造物和一些独特的风景的。虽然我们是认为这些内容的铺垫时间已经足够长了，涵盖的内容面也比较丰富，但是具体的在某个特定的位置呈现它们的时候，不可避免的还是会让一些旅行者觉得比较突兀。那持续的如何解决这个信息差的问题，如何去消解它，其实对我们来说也算是一个难题。
Yeah, I think I know what they're talking about. That last part there, they may find it jarring.
原神的未来呀，我觉得未来这个词有点大。其实我以前经常提一个词叫做。
It's basically autonomous part of National. Like it's autonomous basically. It's a city near the border, but it's not. It doesn't work in it is not fully connected to National. It's just autonomous city basically.
比如去年我记得2024年的时候，大伟哥有说过一句话，叫做“原神除了对旅行者的陪伴以外，一切皆可改变”。那可能当时大家会觉得这是一句客套话。但其实对我们来说，就是你要去做出一些改变，不是一个随口说的这种口号。我举个例子啊，可能没跟大家聊过这个事情，就是去年年底的时候，我们跟着公司的代表团，去日本东京参加了索尼的一个30周年的庆祝晚会。那在那一晚呢，我们其实是跟很多业界的前辈交流过。那比如说。From Software 公司的社长宫崎英高先生
，Yeah, look that. I see some really faces from there.
最终幻想7重制版3部曲制作人滨口直树先生，还有当年在最困难的时候支持过我们的吉田修平先生，等等，我们见过很多的前辈。那 我们跟他们也聊到了一些关于游戏的创作出发点，也聊到了包括还有开放世界的设计要素，也聊到了这些作品我们怎么去和下一世代的玩家产生共情，我们聊了很多很多这样的话题。那我当时就在想，我说《原神》到今天已经走过了5年多
，almost 5 years at this point。
这些作品在过去的30年里，他们陪伴了我们30年。那《原神》也好，这些作品也好，其实我们都在被现在这个时代挑战，我们都必须去思考我们怎么去改变自己。那和这些前辈讨论这些话题啊，我当然是很兴奋的了，就也很荣幸嘛。但是回来的路上我就一直在问我自己，就是我们是不是真的做到了皆可改变呢？是不是真的什么都可以做到呢？那我觉得很显然，我们可以去做的事情还有非常非常非常多。
有什么内容是只有原神可以做的？有什么新的尝试是只有原神的团队才有可能想到的？我们一直在探索这样的可能性，但是往往阻碍我们探索的都是一些陈旧、具有惯性的思维镣铐。那比如说，大世界不能放角色，为什么？前几年用户的设备性能不够，那现在够不够呢？够的话就放呗。所以说这个就是就是我们前段时间可以在大世界偶遇。
But just put characters in the overworld just doing things, which is something that should have been done ages ago.
一定要固化在传统的模式里吗？当然不是，对吧？只要故事讲得好，只要角色塑造得当，只要玩家看得爽，后日谈、活动剧情、世界任务，有什么样的形式是不能做的呢？所以在《空月之歌》的版本前期，我们先尝试用超规格的主线承担了角色们的主要塑造工作，而原本的那种祖宗之法不可变的传说任务、邀约任务的内容，我们尝试用更加润物细无声的做法，自然地融入到这个世界的探索和交互里，用内容去替代台词，用反馈去替代叙事。把体验做活做宽，做到更加生动。
你比如说直登人跟狂猎，对吧？他们是对手，那对手之间会不会有一些特殊的互动？比如刚才讲纳夏镇的灭文馆，那灭文馆说对情报收集的工作很有一套。那这个情报收集工作有没有办法从可玩的内容里去呈现他们对情报的这种掌控力？那还比如说双月之子，它跟月亮之间有很深的关系。那这种联系能不能跳出阅读物这样一个限制，变成一个体验，一个实实在在存在的东西？那我觉得就是原神这个团队到今天为止，我认为是有能力把我们刚才说的这些构想，以一个符合我们预期的品质，把它踏实落地。那我觉得原神这个团队最大的优势，从来就是能够调用这一切的资源，来呈现我们内容的，我们的小伙伴们，当然还有一起陪伴我们这么多年来一直信任我们，愿意跟我们一起进步，愿意跟我们一起成长的每一位玩家，
就和诺德卡莱的设计思路是一样的。人才是永恒的主题，人才是前进的原动力。只要我们团队的小伙伴还在坚持做好的东西，做难的东西，做别人没有做过的东西，那这个优势就不会轻易的丧失掉。这就是原神以及整个米哈游所坚持的 something new, something exciting, something out of imagination。我们有信心，也必然可以在未来持续给玩家带来新的惊喜。
All right. So I'm gonna welcome him. And then we got a code. I forgot if they already gave this code or not. I know they gave like 5 codes. I don't know if this is one of them. I might post it later, but yeah. Alright. It's got some general information, some more info about the factions, how the nation is going. The nation. We don't even know if we're only going to get Nod-Krai for 6.0, or it's going to be like if the initial is going to be Nod-Krai and then we're going to get National later or not. It's general information and how things are going to go moving forward, though. I'll say though, at least when he said at the end about like how things are changing, at least star-wise, it's kind of right. They are like doing other things now. and like experimenting with stuff. And I do think like, you know, the characters should have been in the overworld way longer. I feel like just doing stuff in general, just because it just makes the world more believable, like it is alive. It's not like, well, they're here on the story quest, then they're just gone. Then they never come back and blah blah blah. Okay, I think it already ended. I will just wait a little bit. Then we're going to go and I'm going to go back and I'm going to rewatch this because I want to pick on information to see if I missed anything or not. Especially at the beginning, since it was, you know, technical difficulties and this and that. So I'll go back and rewatch this beginning part here to see what I might have missed or not. Let me just wait. Oh, there you go. All right. Let's go back here. This part. Let's see. It was around what I expected for like a more dev talk, pretty much. She's talking about the concepts of new region, all that. We saw a little bit snippets, like, you know, some concept art here and there, like the character designs and stuff. So okay. So this was around what I was expecting. Okay, let me just go here. Let me go and let's see. Oh. Then this happened. Oh dear. You know, chat, before I do this, since the live stream, now I'll continue with this. I'm kind of afraid to just reload and just be stuff here. You know what? I should probably do it. Yeah, just do it real quick. Reload the... Yeah, there you go. Yeah, let's do this to make it easier. All right. Goodness. All good. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it was 22 minutes. It wasn't too long. Like, yeah. Also, let me see before we continue here, just to. But I'm going to pause now and. Oh yeah, there was there's no delay on the OBS, probably just delay on stuff here, but yeah. Yeah, let's go and watch it. I'll probably just stop now at any parts I find interesting and just point out some things, but yeah. Just take a more in-depth look here, especially the beginning parts, you know, all this stuff happens, so yeah. Oh, let me go here.
罗德卡莱的相关信息放出之后，项目组的小伙伴们也观察到，各位旅行者有很
many travelers had all sort of interpretation and
多
speculations.
不同的。
I mean, to be fair, yeah, you kind of just dropped that, like they literally dropped like the moon lore out of nowhere, and everyone that like care about lore in this game just went ablaze. Like everyone was like, huh? And like they start like saying the most wild stuff, like Spiderman's going to be a new moon. Is the new moon still there? Like, they just went like so many tangents. Not bad tangents, but you know, just went all different places to be like, what exactly is happened? His name is Crablaw. I mean, yeah, is the names of the devs, they usually just, you know, representative names, not their actual names, because of course. So yeah. They usually have like silly names here and there. So
解读和猜想，有一些
some were like
比较天马行空
fantastical.
有一些也跟我们的
Well,
想法
honest, we're very close to what I had in mind. Honestly, bro is saying this. I already know. He's talking about Arno. Chat. Anyone doesn't know Murder of Birds? I'm convinced. Bro is like a ghost rider from Genshin. Or bro is just built like that. It calls out so much story points. I'm pretty sure he's mentioning him just by this line alone.
有点接近。
那这一次也是为了满足大家的好奇心啊，今天我们就站在创作者的角度，去跟大家聊一聊接下来罗德卡莱的版本内容。那同时呢，我其实也想借这个话题和大家去分享一下创作原神的理念和思路。
创作原
Oh yeah, that art is the one I think they showed on the event page. I think that one, like the people on day one when they found out, they increased the brightness to just see what the art was supposed to be.
原神这样一个作品，有点像编织一张巨大的画布。起初我们从两个方向去开始编织，一个叫做诸国的冒险，另一个叫做追寻血
was
亲。
searching for a sibling, which makes sense. That was what Genshin was about. Really, I mean, it still is what it is about, but like it's not like the base concept, going through the nations and trying to find her sister or
然
brother.
后就过了好几年的时间，这个画布呢也就逐渐有了大致的框架。这个时候我们回头去看的话，发现不对呀，这个画布它留的线头太多了。然而这些线头里面其实包含了非常多的信息。
I mean, to be fair, like I feel like every character story quest that we do, there's always that moment. Where is the next story quest? I always feel like that. Like DF story quest, for example, chat is like really good example of this. Where like they end on this interesting, like, granted, maybe they would never follow up, but it is really interesting cliffhanger. For anyone that hasn't done it, this little like synopsis, we learn at the end that the Nia learns at the end that her father that she knows all her life wasn't her actual father; it was adopted father, and then he just found her in the desert once. And then she's like, I would love someday to find my real parents and just, just talk to them and say that, like, how my dad is the one that raised me. And it kind of ends this, like, this kind of little bittersweet note where, like, she was like, oh, I'm so blessed to have so many good friends around me and all that. And we kind of keep this feeling of, like, yo, why don't we have a second story quest if we can meet the parents or something? And I feel like a lot of these story quests, they kind of, they fit in what this guy just said about they just put a lot of loose threads there that we might follow someday, or maybe not. We just don't know, honestly. Besides, of course, main story stuff, which those are threads they do need to finish because it's main plot.
人物事都是通过这些细碎的线索串联在一起的，但是我们的节奏呢，太快了，太匆忙了。很多有意思的点并没有完全充分的展示给我们的旅行者。那同时，这其实也是一个很普遍的创作误区。创作
Oh, Satamara lore. Oh yeah, they're reading before Sun and Moon. Oh boy. Oh boy.
说有的时候会忘记。
Creator may never forget about the amount of information they have is not what the players have.
自己和玩家的信息量其实是不对等的。那一旦在不知不觉间忽视了玩家的视角，忘记了玩家所看到的内容其实是不完整的话，有时候就会让玩家错过其实非常有价值的内容，甚至会产生误解。
But I kind of get it. What it means, because I know like most people, they don't go and read like artifact lore, like book stuff. They just experience stuff for like the story, like the story quest, the Archon quest, and that's pretty much it. Some don't even do like the world quest, so I kind of get it. They put a lot of this really cool information there that most people don't even look at it. And I'm one of those people, like I don't really too much of those. I'm starting to check more because I'm legit curious, but it's just a lot of stuff there that not a lot of people just bother to check because it feels like a hassle sometimes. No one has read these books, to be honest. I mean, not no one. I know people that straight up will go and read those, but I'm pretty confident to say the majority of people they don't bother to read it. Like unless someone tells them, hey, in this book there's this really cool lore stuff, but I feel like only the people that truly care they go after it. It's not a majority that they do that. I can say that for certainty.
所以在今年我们想把这些线头串起来，用一种比较流畅自然的方式，把那些就好像闪光的星星重新摆到这个画布它原有的位置上面。这个就是下一年我们想要在诺德卡莱去做。
Also say want to bring all the connect all the pieces together. It kind of feels like what Nod-Krai is in a nutshell. If you look at the web event that we saw, there's so many factions there. Like it's kind of insane. Like there was 12 different factions. And every single one of them feels going to have somewhat of a plot or plot importance in the new region, which is insane if you think about it. Because not even the other regions feel like there were that many moving parts. Well, in this one, it seems like it. So it seems like going to be bigger in scale, just from that alone.
做的事情。
Okay, there goes.
我们想把来自提瓦特各个角落的信息去整合起来。那最重要的前提它得有一个理想的区域。那这个区域呢，它可以顺理成章地让提瓦特的各个势力。
We are getting close to the end, so yeah. I can watch YouTube lore of Genshin, so I mean, can do that, but I always feel like the experience should be on the game. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't do that. I'm just saying that they should make it they should deliver us information in a more interesting way that we're not as inclined to go to YouTube to watch it, but go into the game and experience it ourselves for one way, shape, or form. And like I said, I know people don't like just getting information on the books, most of them. I'm just saying, try to deliver that information during quests or in different ways to make it more interesting and make it that the player themselves want to go look for it, or just deliver it to us in a better way. That's what I'm trying to say here.
聚集在一起，
Instead of just
为了一个共同
yeah, I don't get it. Just go look at the YouTube and just look whatever lore I missed or something.
目标去演绎一段故事。说的通俗一点，就是它得是一个先天要素集合圣体。有些旅行者可能看过 DC 漫画，那在 DC 宇宙里呢，这个地方就是
Gotham City. Ooh, I actually missed this part. Damn. Yeah, the Falcon yo, they're dropping all the video games names here. Like, also, Trails is really good series. I will play here someday in the channel. Just saying. I mean, we're checking it someday, chat someday.
在 Falcon 公司的轨迹系列里面呢，这个地方就是克罗斯贝尔自治州。那在其他的游戏里也有很多这样的案例，比如说有夜之城啊、祖安啊、朝都啊、崔斯特姆啊、多兰古雷格呀，对吧？那这些旅行者们比较熟知的概念啊，它到了原神当中。那这次我们给它的名字就叫做罗德卡。
Yes, Nod-Krai. Oh, I was like, this music is so good, by the way. Like the song of the Pokemon music is so fucking good. I just heard this one song about Nod-Krai 6.0, and I'm already so hyped.
那在这样一种构想下，那罗德卡莱的势力自然就是比较错综复杂的。与其继续像之前几个版本一样，我们用国家这个地理强相关的概念，那不如去依赖各个势力的这个共同目标来定义这一年的内容。所以我们从过去众多的一些伏笔当中啊，我们提炼了月亮这个关键词作为这个版本最核心的意象。为了让旅行者们也能更加强烈的感知到这一点，所以这一年我们打算把名字也改掉。我们打算采用一套新。
Oh, really? You've been changing some names? Oh, okay. That's interesting. There's going to be a difference in naming now.
的版本名称叫做《空月之歌》。
The Song of the Welcome Moon. As for the Song of the Welcome Moon series, oh, I didn't catch that at first. Okay.
呢会从5.8版本之后。
Okay, so yeah, after 5.8, it's probably going to be 6.0, I assume.
就跟大家正式见面。
Which I guess 6.0 going to be like the summer event, most likely, if they're saying like that.
持续也是将近1年。
It lasts for around 1 year, which is probably going to be Nod-Krai / Nezhnaya, most likely. It reminded me in Batman Arkham Knight, they did do 100% the side quest to get the 5 minute to get the true ending. I guess you could put it all like that, yeah. I don't think that's how it's going to go necessarily. I mean, Genshin has been doing that a little bit now with Natlan as well. Depending on like which tribe quest you do or world quest, it adds more to the Arkham quest in general. So they might start doing similar stuff as well, like similar stuff to that, but in the future as well. Since they're being maybe experimenting in Natlan and doing some other things, so they might put even more stuff like that when Nod-Krai comes out. So I guess it's time, like, I granted, I did the same for Nathan, I'll probably do the same for Nod-Krai, but I'll keep even more, up to date to, like, story quests and war quests alike. So maybe they might connect in meaningful ways during the main story, as they already did in this whole patch here. How this story, the Song of the Welcome Moon version unfold. Yeah, which is basically, how is 6.0 going to unfold.
其实我们刚把罗德卡莱或者说月亮这个词、这个关键词抛出来的时候，这个概念啊，我们会有一些担心。这些信息，这个名词，它其实已经代表着我们的旅行者已经非常接近原神这个。
Yeah, that line was like very close to uncovering the truth of Genshin Impact's story. Like, oh boy, that line is, man, like. I guess it's just hitting me that it's been like 5 years already. Like, holy crap, we're getting close. Like, we're getting closer and closer to the end.
故事的真相了。
As of this major arc story.
但是如果光说呢
，unless whatever happens next, but we don't need to worry about that now. Yeah, but if we're just talking about Nod-Krai and the moon.
卡莱光说月亮，其实是非常不直观的。那针对这个情况，我希望用到刚才我提到的画布叙事的一个特征。因为信息之间是有高度的关联性的，所以我们可以用熟悉的内容去带动陌生的内容，用关系紧密的内容去带动对于旅行者而言还比较疏远的内容。那基于这个思路的话，我们分别对月亮和罗德卡莱开始了创作和拓展。在月亮的这个概念上面， 原神里面
，Honestly speaking of that, I wonder what they're going to do when Traveler get all these powers. You know, I assume it's going to be like maybe 7.0 stuff, but like after we get all our elements from Tevat, I wonder how we're going to get our original powers back and how that's going to work. Because that can be like the hypest moment ever, and like it is actually like a really good and thought out character, or it can be really underwhelming and just be another Hydra Traveler situation. I hope it isn't, but I guess we need to wait and see for that.
其实已经存在了很多看似无关，但是其实高度相关的情况，就比如说李月的书籍《竹林月夜》，对吧？还有那本。
Yeah, the moon symbolism is everywhere in this game. Like, if you think about it, it's like everywhere. Like there's moon, like literally, like they're saying Dragon Spite, Tsurumi Island, the moves are Ochkanatlan, like everywhere. I think the final boss is the unknown god. It could be. A part of me thought that we might actually fight Lumine or you know, our sibling at the end. I was at that feeling, or maybe not the final boss, but I always thought like at least we might clash at the end, like have some kind of fight. I think I could be wrong though, but I'm pretty sure we're going to clash with Unknown God as well.
甚至大家非常熟悉的月卡女神，以及在空月之歌这个网页活动里面我们揭露的预言，还有5.6版本前瞻节目里面给大家展示过的新版本的 logo。
那刚才这些
，So yeah, did they show it? They might have. I just don't remember which part it is. Also, just noticed, Chad, there's a big moon right there in the background. I just literally noticed like this big moon here, and also this. Oh dear, they're just going with the moon symbolism everywhere.
已释出的内容，它其实共同反映了一个事实，那就是提瓦特曾经存在过3个月亮。他们在提瓦特世界格局
，Yeah, they had 3 moons, and then
形成之初的时候就已经存在了。那这也是为什么我们说这个月亮它是具备最原始、最纯粹的力量的。那这股力量甚至比大家现在熟知的这个7元素力还要更早。那同时呢，也是因为月亮的力量既纯粹又强大。那刚才我们讲到有各种势力，他们都会被这股力量牵引。那有的人是为了夺取它，那有的人可能是为了消灭它。那当然还会有各种各样其他的理由。那这些各自。
Now that they say that. Moon impact. Oh boy, I wonder if Fatui had any plans for the moon, because you know from the web event we got the information like they got this order that is basically all the I forgot all the harbingers, all the members should like you know converge in Nod-Krai and do something there. So I wonder if it's related to that, or also the fact that it's also that was mentioned in Arlequino's story quest. Project Stuja, which we still don't know what the freak that's supposed to be. That, you know, it's something the Toro is doing. So there's also that. So I wonder if that's related somehow to like maybe harnessing the moon's power or something to those lines. It's kind of hard to tell for now, like what is exactly that's going to be, but oh boy.
有不同目的的人，他们聚集在一起，那形成各种势力，那他们之间肯定会有一些。冲突，那有的也可能会达成合作，不管是冲突还是合作，那将会构成旅行者在罗德卡莱冒险的一个很重要的部分。那这个作为故事主舞台的这个罗德卡莱，那也会成为旅行者们在新版本最值得期待的。
Yeah, it is. Honestly, I'm really excited to meet the new region and see how the story unfolds. I'm really like, holy crap! It feels like you know, it's like they mentioned here, like it's the combination of a lot of things they've been like putting here and there, and now it's finally paying off. You know. Like the fact that like we're finally meeting Varka. Like bro's been like these since beginning of the game, and only now we're going to meet them. They also tease they're going to meet the Hexen Circle. They're going to be involved somehow. So if like so many of these like little bits of information that was dropped like throughout like this 5-year journey, now it's trying to converge to connect in Nod-Krai and then just you know interconnect more into the end of the game or something. Or the end of the story, at least.
我们在创作罗德卡莱的时候去思考过一个问题：当你到了一个陌生的城市旅行，你第一个想要见到的人是谁呢？
Yeah, just straight up said it.
大部分情况下是你的亲戚朋友，对吧？或者是
straight up meeting Varka for the first time and going to Nod-Krai is crazy.
这个道理在罗德卡莱也是一样的。 我们认为最能给旅行者带来安全感的，就是我们非常熟悉的七风骑士团的老朋友，哪怕是
Even though we only heard of him, yet the legendary Grandmaster Varka, yeah. I wonder if he's the first one we meet. I wonder if bro's gonna be like the new unit 6.0 or something. He talks about the boss of Atui with half mask in her voice lines, by the way. She does? Does she? It's been a while since I checked quickly voice lines, so I might need to check later. It's been a while. Holy crap. Do you remember which voice line it is, by the way? Do you remember? Like,
只闻其名的大团长法尔加。
Yo, I'm so excited already. Just finally meeting Varka.
法尔加目前正在诺德卡莱对远征。
Also, I wonder how people are going to react when they see Varka, because I feel like it's going to be like, are people going to love Varka, his design? I mean, or they're going to hate it. At this point, people have been waiting for him for so long and have this like idea of what type of character is going to be. People are going to love his design or are going to hate it, or one or the other. Hey, hello, Gushang. Hello, stream. Welcome. How are you doing today? How are you doing? We're checking Genshin's like lore live stream about Nod-Krai, which just happened out of nowhere apparently. So we're checking it out. How are you doing though? How are you doing today?
征中的一些发现。
I'm doing just as bad as yesterday. Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that. Hoping things get better though. Why are you feeling bad though?
进行调查，在即将到来的5.6版
and upcoming very
它也会有一
5.6. Oh yeah, Varka will make a surprise appearance, which thanks for telling us that, I guess. They told us in the trailer, they told us in the live stream, they telling us, oh, you're sick. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm a little bit sick. I'm getting better though. Like my throat is like, it hurts a little bit. Like I said, I'm taking my meds, so I'm getting slowly but surely better, but yeah, I hate when I'm sick as well. You got chicken pox? Oh no. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh dear, I'm so sorry. I hope we can get. I don't know how long it takes to like, get cured chickenpox, but I hope we can get better soon, though. I think you mean to say. I hope you get better soon. I don't know. Die. Well, the stream. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. I don't know why, but my gut is screaming Tavarka is a generic. Come on, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't come into my chat just to say that to my face. I mean, I feel like yeah, I mean better. Yeah. I feel like from the description and from what everyone tells us, I feel like Varka is going to be, a tall, like a tall male type character and somewhat buff. I think that's what people most imagine. And maybe even a Claymore user. Just by the fact they know Varka was the one that taught Razor how to use his weapon. So I think that's what most people have in mind when they think about Varka. Also, I don't think they would do that. I think they would, surely someone would be like, yeah, that's a bad idea. Bro's been teased for so long. Making him an NPC would be like, it would be something like someone truly just want to mess up with the players in Horrorverse. I don't think they would actually do that. The only thing I was thinking, the only thing I was like, what if the design is not what we're expecting? It's like something different. Like that's the only thing I could see people being disappointed at. Because like, if he is nothing but less than like this big chunky guy, I feel like people are going to be a little disappointed, honestly. I feel like that's what most people that I heard talk about Varka, I have a feeling. Like, it's going to be like this really big guy. It's going to be like really proficient with like swords or something, But like I said, we need to wait and see to see how it probably going to looks like. But if he is going to be on the first character we meet, there's a pretty good chance he could be the first new character we meet in like as a playable unit in 6.0. Maybe. But no, yeah. Who's Varka? Okay, also let me read the other messages. For this week, when I'm not going to college, I'm going to get I'm going to be too much backlog. Okay. Okay, so Varka, for if you don't know Gushang, Varka is the actual Grandmaster of the Knights of Favonius. Jean is the current Grandmaster, but she's just the acting Grandmaster. He just, she took the position because Varka went into the expedition a little before the game started to do something. We don't know what it is. Like, they're being expeditions for years, doing whatever they're doing, and they never came back to Mondstadt. So we're going to meet him finally in Nezhnaya, or in Nod-Krai in next patch, basically. But yeah, guys being teased since the beginning of the game. Like, ever since the beginning, they've been telling us about Varka, that is the actual Grandmaster, while Jean just, just taking care of stuff while Bro's away. Which, 5 years. So yeah. When was told in the game, I guess I could pay more attention to the story. I'm pretty sure we know about this since, 1.0. Like, I forgot when it was told to us, but I'm pretty sure since 1.0 we know about this. Like, then Bro has been mentioned, like, ever since then. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's been years already. Like, they mentioned, like, the Grandmaster of the Knights of Avonis went to the expedition to somewhere, and then like, he never came back because he's still there. So yeah, like Bro's been there for a while, and I think they talked about it doing like certain character voice lines, some lore tidbits and bits. I think the first time it was mentioned in story, like as a main story, was when Mika became a playable character. Because on the Violinista Fest event, I think was that one, when he came back from the expedition, because he was on the expedition with Varka, but then he came back, and then he came to like tell everyone more news, what he was doing and how things were going. I think that was the first time we met. Like, he was talked about in the story in the extended length, but we knew about him like way earlier than that. So yeah, it's been like a long time coming until like we can finally see him and probably even be a playable character, most likely. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 1.0 though. I could be wrong. Maybe Chad remembers the first time it was properly mentioned, but it's been a while, so I don't remember like when it was in 1.0 that we heard about him. But it has been since then, because we know since we met Jean, she was only the acting Grandmaster, not the actual Grandmaster. So yeah, it's been a while, to say the least. What video are you watching? Okay, so Genshin literally just posted a live stream, 30-ish minute live stream, talking about the new region 6.0 in Genshin, Nod-Krai, basically. That's what we're watching right now. I already watched it like the first time. I just going back to the footage and checking out everything they're saying again, and just pointed out some things I find interesting or not, because I might have like some information might skip my head, because like just I just didn't catch it because it's all in Chinese and whatnot. It was just rewatching basically. Oh, hello, Guilherme Gomez. Hello, stream. How are you doing? Good morning to you as well, sir. I don't remember it. And this should be late for you, right? Let me guess. It should be... No. It's not that late. It is almost 10 a.m. for me now, in my time. We're probably getting a new mechanic regarding the elements. Yeah, they did mention it, that the Nod-Krai characters, they have this special power or something. So I'm pretty sure we're getting somewhat of a new mechanic. I'm pretty certain of that. Although we don't know how that's going to be implemented. I will say though, Chad, I hope the new mechanic is implemented better than, the Flogista mechanic is in Natlan. Not that I don't enjoy it, but like I think I mentioned a few times, the fact that like certain enemies in Natlan, you need to know, if you have Night Soul points and whatnot, like with an Atlan character, you can break the shield faster from the Abyss creatures. I don't like the mechanic. I hope whatever the mechanic is doesn't affect the combat like too much. If you have like, certain characters from Nod-Krai, you can easier to defeat this enemy, and like the difference is pretty huge. I hope the difference isn't that huge. There's a new mechanic, but it doesn't affect combat too much in regards to damage wise and whatnot. My speculation is the synergy elements. You know what? That would be really sick. If they synergize it in a different way than we are used to, that would be so freaking cool. They could also have maybe special effects or something. I also I think talked about it, because I think ZZ does something similar. Where like they have like, it is like certain elements, but certain characters, they have extra attributes to certain elements depending like what the character is or whatnot. Like, you know, if the character is ice, maybe they have a expected a different type of like freeze effect or something like that, maybe. But like I said, we don't know. But if it is synergy, I would totally it would be such a cool idea if it actually was just like some new type of synergy between those characters. Really cool.
次意外的出场。
let me get you some water, chat. I've been talking for a bit. Let me hydrate myself so we can continue here. We still have like the whole video to go through again, so I can like point out things that I might have missed or some interesting details. Only thing I don't like about Natlan, every character is, in some way or another is for exploration. I personally like good things to be exclusive. For exploration, I personally like good things to be exclusive, and every one of them is like a nuke DPS. I guess yeah. The power creep in Natlan like was like things are getting like slowly but surely. You know, the characters are getting stronger, but Natlan was like. The difference is pretty huge in damage-wise, I would say. I don't like exploration too much, personally. Not too much, but I kind of get what you mean from that. Alright. I already drink my water. Try to continue here for now. Whew. No. They already said it. Let me go back here and show it to you. They're changing the naming convention, and Nod-Krai is going to be after 5.8. They confirmed this already. Let me see if I can show which part they said it. When was off 6.7? Let's see.
光说月亮。
Yeah, but after 5.8, which is probably going to be the summer event, then it's going to be Nod-Krai.
这些消除。
空月之歌。
there you go. As the Song of the Walking Moon series, which they changed the name, like it's not going to be what it was before. It's going to be as the Song of the Walking Moon series is going to be, you know, the naming of the new of the 6.0 forward.
系列呢会从 5.8
Yeah, we'll begin after 5.8. Yeah, there it is. So after 5.8 is going to be 6.0. They already said it here.
之后就跟大家正式见面持续。
Yeah, I think we're most likely going to get Marriage of Ari on 5.7. And then the summer event on 5.8, and then we get 6.0 and in Nod-Krai and all the stuff after that. I think that's what most likely is going to happen. Yeah.
也是将近1年的时间。
And also it's going to last all the year, which
他们之后就跟大家正式见面持续也是将近
lasts for around 1 year, which I guess so. You know, 6.0 the whole patch, which makes sense, unless they mean like Star Rail is doing, which. The quest is going to go long forever, but I don't think so. I think it just means the whole 6.0 going to be a full year, which makes sense. Now, what is the Marriage of Ari? I have definitely heard it somewhere, but I forgot. Okay, so the Marriage of Ari, we mainly know that place for 2 things. The hero Stanley. We know about in Mondstadt there was a hero called Stanley that was pretty famous, but it was revealed in Venti First Story Quest that the original Stanley unfortunately died on the Marriage of Ari, which is known as the place that no wind never blows there. And we also know that Bennett once I think he got lost in the Marriage of Ari, and then as he was about to die, he got his vision there. So we know it's the place where Stanley dies, and it's a pretty dangerous place, and I think it was the place where Bennett got his vision. That's what we know the Marriage of Ari as. And of course, there is in Natlan. So it's also a place that's been teased since, since the game came out, pretty much, but we only heard about it. As the place where the wind never blows, pretty much. Also, and we also know about, it was revealed later in Natlan, that apparently the Mirage of Ari is missing. Like, the place that was supposed to be just gone, which I don't know what that means. It was there, and then apparently just gone. There's nothing there anymore. So, I assume we're going to learn where it is, where it went to, and then go explore it and learn some dank lore along the way, most likely. Probably next patch, 5.7. I would say. Unless they're crazy and they're going to make the Marajavari like, 5.8 summer event, which would be insane. But I don't think so, right? They wouldn't do that, right? Like, right? But yeah, so Skirk is most likely 5.7. Unless they go crazy and put her in 5.8. But I think she's most likely she'll be 5.7, yeah. But we don't know yet. We don't know for sure. My hoping for Marajavari is better lore. Yeah. Finally got some better lore. Finally. By the way, I'm going to tell you something. Just tell me if it is false or true. Okay, I can tell you. Also, yeah, Guilherme, just as a clarification, don't talk about leaks or spoilers about stuff that it wasn't officially, reviewed by Horrorverse. Just an FYI. I don't like hearing about those. Just saying. Everything else is fine. There was already happening in the game. I'm already caught up, but just leaks is something I just don't enjoy personally. Wait. Is BR2 network tower got stolen? I don't even know what that tower is. I'm sorry. I cannot answer that. I don't know what I don't even know what that is. Is this about Genshin or something else? I'm like, have I heard about this? I honestly don't know. True. Okay. Also, let me go back to where I was in the live stream. Real quick. I mean, it's just a sentence and church if you could review or not. Okay. Okay. Also, let me do something, chat. I got a bot on Twitch. They must die as they're just not real people. So yeah, just get rid of it. There you go. Like, I heard news that a snake bit a man, then the snake died. I'm pretty sure that's a code for like dang it, I forgot the name of the movie. I don't know the name of the movie in English, so I forgot about it. All that movie, like all the like Sylvester Stallone, all those those type of actors. There's a movie. I forgot the name of the movie in English. But it was that line they were saying, about the guy, the snake bit the man and then the snake died. It was about Chuck Norris, his character in the movie. I remember that line. Unless, we were talking about something else, but I do remember the line. Like, they were talking about him. Like, oh yeah, I remember that one time the venomous snake bite, like it bite on this arm. After a 5-day struggle, the snake finally died. Like, holy crap. I know it was real. The man was drunk, so the snake bit him. He bit him back, and man got to the hospital and survived. The snake was not lucky. Damn. Holy crap. That is kind of insane, though. I wonder why the snake died, though.
问题，当你到了一个陌生的城市旅行
Oh yeah, let me go back to the Varka part real quick.
非常熟悉的七风骑士团的老朋友，哪怕是
Also, yeah, Chad, if we get a Skirk at 5.7, I have literally just one patch to rest until Varka, if Varka truly is 6.0. We don't know yet. Maybe it might be another patch, but if bro truly is like the enders on Nod-Krai, oh boy, Chad, oh no. Oh, someone have mercy, my Primo Gems. That's the only thing I can say.
的大团长法尔加。法尔加目前正在诺德卡莱对远征中的一些发现进行调查，在即将到来的5.6版本，它也会有一次意外的。
And I was talking about this, it's a surprise that everyone knows already because you told us. Thanks, Horrorverse. Pretty cool of you. Oh, you're pulling for Kazuha? I'm cooked. Oh no. Honestly, this patch I was planning on saving it so I could go for Skirk and her weapon later on. But then they had to release a cryo character that just so happens to be the best support for freeze teams. Thanks, Genshin. Thanks. So yeah, I'm pulling for Scoffier next patch. And I'm hoping I can get lucky and win 50-50. Because then I can try to go for Skirk later. Then I'll just save all my pulls, which might not be too much considering, I need to get lucky with Scoffier and Skirk. So yeah, I'm just hoping. I'm hoping I can get lucky at least. Because, oh dear. Okay, last one. Just tell me if this news sounds true or not. There's a place where the police station got stolen and there was a fake court and a fake college. I mean, the fake court sounds kind of fake, not gonna lie. Fake college, I feel like that's real enough. That's totally true. Like, someone would totally do that. And police station getting stolen, I could see that happening depending on what got stolen there. So yeah. Have you ever heard of... I don't think so. I don't know what it is. I'm sorry.
的出场，那除了光是听到名字就让人很安心的角色啊
Okay, aside from characters whose names put people at ease.
当然也有听到名字就让人很担心。
Yeah, characters whose names make people worry. Yeah, like, you know, Dottore or something. Like,
新的角色存在，在纳塔的魔神任务的最后，马维卡跟我们提到过，预言中的某个
Yeah, they mention it. She already mentioned it to us.
据点就在诺德卡莱，他们在研究。
They're researching information about the ancient moon remnants. Yeah, the moment like Mavuika broke the sky, they went to get the remnants of it.
跟古月遗骸有关的情报。除此之外，好像还有几位。
I'm hoping Vaga has a beard. Honestly, I don't see it. If Hoyoverse actually makes a beard for a character and it actually looks good, I'll be legit surprised. I don't think they would do it. Okay, to be fair, I don't know if you guys play ZZ who plays it. I'll always say this. In ZZ, there was a character called Pompey, and bro was a unit. Like, bro was just straight up like this big, like massive Giga Chat of a man. And he looked so good and he had a beard. What Hoyoverse did, they kill him. I hate them for it. I'll never forget them. Bro looks so freaking cool. And then they were like, yeah, we're going to kill him. No, Varka is the dude. Yeah, we already know Varka is a guy. Like, he's a man. Yeah, we already know it. They already said it. So yeah, we know for sure Varka is a man. Yeah, yes. But I don't believe it, honestly. I don't think he's going to have a beard, but... Mayo Tower earlier. Yeah, I don't know what that is.
也都获名化。
Oh, it's a movie. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't think I've watched it yet. I have never watched that movie, I'm pretty sure.
到了诺德卡莱这一场。
Hashtag justice for bearded man. Oh boy.
巨大的阴谋当中。
当时马维卡他还提到了一些可以使用特殊力量的。
Oh yeah, this part. Yeah, Mavic also mentioned residents Nod-Krai can use special powers.
诺德卡莱的居民，那我们叫他双月之子。
Oh, so they are the Frostmoon Science. I'd already said that, but I was like, oh, okay.
也许啊，就是双月之子这个名词，它大家可能不太了解，比较有距离感。那他们有一些特征啊，其实很类似大家比较熟知的凯尔特
The Celtic mythology and
神话。凯尔特神话中有一个教派叫德伊教派。
Southern mythics, druids are religious figures with the affinity and reverence for nature.
这个教派是崇尚自然的，他们把天体。也就是星星作为自己的神体，那其实大家知道月亮
makes sense, you know, the moon and all that, so
也是天体的一个。那在不久前的版本活动里面，我们也提到过，这些双月之子的教众他们是可以使用魔法的。那另外呢，这种对月亮进行崇拜的组织，那也不是到了诺德卡莱这个版本才第一次提及。
makes sense.
那实际上在原神之前的
Well, am I expecting Varga to be? Okay, that is a good question. I generally don't know. Honestly, I would be okay if bro was like, you know, a Claymore animal unit. I feel like I went to animal immediately because, you know, he's from Mondstadt, but I generally don't know. I honestly, I don't know which element he would be. I would go to like animals being like the easy choice because, you know, he's from Mondstadt, but I have no idea. I would be surprised though if he wasn't a Claymore user. Like, to be fair, from the little bit we heard from him, I think I would be surprised if he wasn't like a Claymore user. I would be fine if it was like a polearm, but I mean, at least expecting him to be a Claymore. As for element, I have no idea. Imagine if he's actually Dendro. It would be kind of weird. The first Dendro Mondstadt character is Varkov, I think. I mean, I think bro is going to be a DPS. I think that as much as certain. Like, just based on, you know, what people say about him. And, like, I think bro even clashed with Capitano. It was like, oh, we clashed a little bit with him. But, you know, I could totally win if I just, you know, actually tried. Ha, 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 ha. Like, the little letter that we heard from Mika. So, I'm pretty sure bro should be a DPS, right? Most likely. But imagine if bro is actually Dendro, that would be something to say the least.
的内容里，比如1.2版本的龙脊雪山还有2.2版本的鹤冠岛，那其实都
Surumi
有这
Island
样的
version
组织
2.2.
存在。那在
It's been a while since I heard about Surumi Island, so I don't remember what the moon significance is there. I might need to go look at that and check. This place though, this place that they're showing here, I remember this place. I was like, what the fuck is this rock here beneath the earth? What is this?
最近的纳塔版本其实有一些世界任务也提及了相关的信息。那其实也不难猜啊，就是双月之子是一个崇拜月亮的教派。那在
DPS probably there's gonna be Geo or Cryo. Okay, Chad, I don't mind Geo as an element. I personally wouldn't mind if Bro was actually, you know, also, what the fuck is this area of Gene am I looking at? What? I'm pretty sure this is Gene. What am I looking at right now, huh? But yeah, oh yeah. I wouldn't mind if Varka was a Geo unit, to be honest, personally. I don't know if it would be a Cryo DPS, though. Unless Titsaritsa, the Cryo Archon is a support. If she isn't, then I was like, oh, okay, but I don't know. If she's going to be a DPS, I don't know why they would make another Cryo DPS, on the same patch with her. So I guess need to wait and see. I don't know still. I don't have any preference. But wait, what element do you want Varka to be? Do you have any preference or you're fine with any element?
就是尽其所能的去
Okay, is their land duty is to do their best to protect everything to the moon offers. Okay.
庇护月亮带来的一切。那这一点呢，就会跟
Of course, the ideas clash the Fatui who are here to steal the power. Okay, so they're just confirming it. Yeah, the Fatui is here to steal the power of the moon. Got it.
这个月之力量的愚人众之间一定会发生冲突。
But wait, this art, the Fatui goes kind of hard, not gonna lie. Like the Fatui members and like this big machinery on the back. It looks really sick.
在诺德卡莱本土还有其他的几个势力，福尼契商会。
Okay, the Voynich Guild, the Lightkeepers, and the Wild Hunt.
直登人以及狂猎。
Oh, really? Die. I hope I say your name right. I'm sorry. I hope I say it right. But yeah, all you think is gonna be a Hydro. Ooh, I personally want an Animal Claymore. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah. Hydro Claymore, I take it back. Honestly, we're still waiting for the legendary Hydro Claymore. We haven't seen no Hydro Claymore still. Like, they're just missing action, I'm pretty sure. And honestly, I could see it. I could see it being a Hydro Claymore user or something. I could totally see it.
商会，顾名思义是一个从事商业。
Okay, so yeah, it's a merchants guild. Okay. That engages in commerce.
活动的组织，
Alright.
他们的总部设置在一个叫做纳夏镇的
Nash Town. Honestly, Chad, not gonna lie, just looking at this Nash Town, it gives me so much vibes of Sector 6 in Final Fantasy 7. What was the name again? Do you guys remember? You guys know what I'm talking about, right? The Wall Market. Yeah, the Wall Market. It kind of reminds me a little bit of it, just from this little image. I know it's probably not going to be the same, but it kind of gave me a similar-ish vibe from this image here.
纳夏镇这个地方鱼龙混杂，旅行
The place where travelers can get mixed with all kinds of people. Oh boy. Hydro Claymore would be hype, honestly. Yeah, it actually would. Especially if it was like really, really good. I feel like he's Zhao 1. I'll probably just butchering that so much. From Arcane. Okay.
者也会在这里跟各种各样的人打交道。那其中有一个叫做秘文馆的独立
Curatorium of Secrets. I think it was another faction that they mentioned
机
as
构
well
是最
on
为
the
特殊
web
的，
event.
他们会接受委托处理一些
Where the
难以
problems
解
that are
决
difficult to
或
solve
者
or
只
can
能
only
隐
be
秘解
solved
决的问题
quickly.。
OK，那直登人和狂猎呢，又是另一个故事了。他们也是彼此存在冲突的势力。
Makes sense.
诺德卡莱之所以在剧情里面被称作一块自治区域，有一
Which I guess it makes sense. I think they're letting us go to Nod-Krai first, chat, because since every time I thought about what's going to happen when we go to Dinesh Naya, there's going to be a pretty hostile situation, since it is like the Fatui's base. But I guess since we're going for Nod-Krai, which is more of a neutral land, I guess it makes not as like immediately, dangerous as it should be. Even though it's probably still dangerous. So I guess we're getting this area first, and then we're going to Zhnezhnaya later, when whatever we need to do to the Tsaritsa or business we have to do there, we need to go there, and then where things are going to start hitting the fan really hard, maybe. And I could be wrong, but I feel like they're doing this to make more of a neutral ground, so all factions think like converge in a more easier way. I just say it like that. For me, Varka is something like with tidal waves, and the way they push enemies and crowd control. Oh, okay. I could see it happening, yeah. Like a DPS crowd control-ish type Hydro character or something. I could kind of see it. I could totally see it.
一部分原因啊，就是这里是处在提瓦特世界的边缘的。
Located at the edge.
坎瑞亚的灾变发生之后，这里也是第一批。
Also, I can already see if Bro is a Hydro DPS. I can already see people saying, "But is he going to be better than Nuvilette though?" Just based on that alone.
受到深渊侵蚀的区域，这里存在的。
Also, yeah, I don't know if we know this, but we knew this by the way. This was also the first area that had been corroded by the abyss. I didn't know this, or I don't remember. I think this might be new information. This line here, unless I'm wrong, but I swear it was the first time we heard about this. I feel like Nod-Krai will be the whole 6.0 patch. So Zhnezhnaya into. I heard some people saying that. Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't mind if Zhnezhnaya was, if Nod-Krai was like 6.0 entirely, and then like Nod-Krai was all 6.0, and then Zhnezhnaya was later. I personally would be fine with it. Depending how, especially since we have like so many factions, like, converging and like interacting with one another, I would be completely fine if it was, only Nod-Krai and then we get Zhnezhnaya later on. Even if it's just, late 6.0 or maybe even on 7.0. I think what most likely is going to happen, we're going to get Nod-Krai first, then later we're going to get Zhnezhnaya, but like the actual capital of Zhnezhnaya. But I totally see where you're coming from, yeah, for sure. Especially the way they're, presenting stuff here for us for our next patches and whatnot. Something like Diluc, Burst, but a special charge attack. Oh, okay. Yeah, hopefully it's better than Luke's Burst, though. Luke's Burst is really pretty, but sometimes it barely hits anything, to be honest. Probably will have more damage, but will also be comfy to use. Yeah, probably like that, yeah. Like I said, Diluc's ult, like, it's really pretty, it's really nice, but it's not really practical. It doesn't hit too much enemies, depending on, how you aim it and where it hits the enemies and whatnot, so yeah. So I could see it. I could totally see it, yeah.
是第一批受到深渊侵蚀的区域，这里存在的深渊势力其实
Nod-Krai are extremely powerful, which makes sense. Usually the first place that is corrupted is the one that has like the most powerful creatures.
非常强大的，以至于形成了一种名为
Also, just saying again, Wild Hunt, really dope name. It's really crazy. It's really fun.
狂烈的深
Also, I don't know why I said it like that, but yeah. Just saying like, the name Wild Hunt is just a really sick name.
渊灾害。狂烈这个势力或者说这个名词啊，来自于北欧的民间神话，是它的意思是说一群幽灵或者说超自然生物组成的一个大军。无止境的在野外去追逐猎。
It's funny hearing all this because it's pretty similar to what the Wild Hunt was in The Witcher 3. Like and granted, in The Witcher 3, the Wild Hunt was a pack of like, besides their hounds that they had, it was a pack of elves, like like elves in armor looking for ancient magic, pretty much. But it's really interesting to hear like the base idea is still the same. Which, I guess it makes sense, it was based on this, they got from the same source, so yeah.
狂烈的成員可能是精靈、仙女。
New Abyss enemies, yeah, probably New Abyss enemies, yeah, for sure. Members of the Wild Hunt could be
甚至是死者。
Five spirits are even dead, huh?
狂烈是一群幽魂大军，狂烈的灾害的开始。
Also, I don't know how this symbol is going to. Also, they showed the art earlier, and they show it now. I wonder if the Wild Hunt, granted, I'm pretty sure there's going to be exclusive enemies to it, but I wonder if it's going to be ghost-ish forms of enemies we know, but turn into into this form that we're seeing right now. Like whatever the Wild Hunt kills, it rises from the dead and becomes this creature. Like I wonder if it's going to be something like that.
狂猎是一群幽魂大军，狂猎的灾害的开始，往往是以旅行者们已经见过的深渊魔物，也就是受尽猎犬。
Yeah, Rift Hounds, as they said, the vanguard of the abyss, pretty much. So it makes sense.
作为先锋，随后这个幽魂大军会无情地抹消掉他们途经所遇到的一切存在。
正是因为诺德卡莱有狂猎肆虐所以他也驻扎着一个自古以来专门对抗狂猎的组织。那他们被称作为直登人。那这个词也不是我们第一次。
Also, by the way, all this light that they dropped, they've been releasing ever since before this live stream, we've been so freaking good. Just saying.
提一集在 5.5 版本，我们新推出了一套圣遗物。
Also, I still haven't read this, by the way. I need to read this. I think Arnold, aka Murder Birds, read this. I should probably check his stream later or just read it myself. Just see out the lore about this.
讲述的就是这个组织的一些事迹。简单理解的话，他们就有点像是守卫在诺德卡莱附近的边防战士，是一支纪律很严明的兵团。那讲到这里，我们其实已经介绍了有双月之子。
Alright, I guess it's just like a simpler explanation of what they are. Just, in simple terms. Alright. You think that Nod-Krai will introduce more characters that have special energy? Like, I think so. Not everyone. Like, I feel like Mavuika was a special case because she's the Archon, which makes sense. But I do think they might start to experiment in different ways to use their oaths and the way it's going to work. Like, even from the new set that we got, there was like that description, when a character has like 0 energy on their kit, energy or something, like you get different buffs. So I don't think that's going to be for everyone, but I do think they're going to start experimenting more with like how to activate the oath and maybe in different ways and whatnot. Not with everyone, maybe, but I could see they doing maybe with the Cryo Archon or maybe another special character in Nod-Krai or something. I don't know. But I could see they doing something similar. I hope it's not too many characters though. I do like the idea that Mavuika, she gathered her strength from others, and that's how it manifests in her, getting her ult ready as much as possible. I like the idea, but also makes her a little, limited to only Nathan units. So it's kind of like this double-edged sword. It's really cool in theory and in story, but in gameplay, it kind of limits her as a unit that, you kind of need Nathan characters to make her, like, do as much damage as she can. So if they do that, I hope they do it in a way, makes the character still flexible. And not only, if you want to use this character, you need to only use, Nod-Krai characters. So, yeah. Will power creep be Natlan power creep? I hope it isn't. I hope, like, I still think there's going to be some level of it, like, a slight level. I hope it isn't as bad as Natlan was. Like, I hope it was, like, not as noticeable. It's, like, just a little bump, but not too bad. At least that's what I'm hoping. Can't wait to use Skirk. That set looks promising. It really does, honestly. I still don't know how this 0 energy is going to work for Skirk, but it looks really interesting just from that alone. So I think she's going to do some really cool stuff. And I wonder how someone that in theory doesn't have any connection to the 7 elements is going to work as a playable unit in gameplay, and how that's going to affect Cryo in general, or maybe it isn't. But regardless of that, I think it's going to be really cool to play. At least that's how I feel like it.
有愚人众，有福尼系商会，有直登人，还有狂猎。那再加上之前情报当中提及过的，还有其他的活跃在诺德卡莱这片土地上的势力那我想就是旅行者应该可以意识到，就是我们所说的这个千头万绪的这个线头也好包括刚才画布式的这个叙事也好，其实也不是我们随随便便打的比方。那要把这些不同来历不同个性的势力融合到《空月之歌》这个大版本的故事和世界当中，其实是个非常非常庞大细致的工程。
Honestly, yeah, if just from the scope alone from the web event, it feels like this story is like probably one of the biggest one they're made so far. Because there's so many, different threads of different factions connected to it. More than like your average region, like your average nation. At least it feels like it to me.
很遗憾，没有。
By the way, Chad, I feel like this question: are there any real world archetypes that can be encompassed the design of this world? They're saying no, and I still know like there are probably influences they even mentioned in this live stream, but I feel they're doing this one to don't limit themselves, like don't limit their creativity on real life inspirations or regions. But it could also be by the fact they like. Anyway, I think I noticed that ever since Inazuma ended and Sumeru started, Inazuma I think was the last region where it was like Inazuma is just Japan and that's pretty much it. Like in a short version, TLDR Inazuma is Japan, but I feel like Sumeru moving to Sumeru onward to all the other regions, it was kind of like this mixed match of different cultures that it just took inspiration from. And granted, you can still point it out from which part is which, but I feel like they're trying to mix it more and not be like only a single culture. Like it felt like it was the first three nations. I feel like they're trying to like mix more and make it more fantastical and more fantasy-like, if that makes sense. At least that's how it felt to me, like the last few regions, honestly. Can't wait to. She can always earn a vision of Scream, lol. Don't say that. Japan and Korea. Yeah, like I said, there's more to it than that, but like it always felt pretty it felt pretty clear where the inspiration came from. Let's put it like that. But I feel like moving to Sumeru and even Fontaine, especially Natlan, they just pick bits and pieces from other like cultures as inspiration and then did their own thing. And I think they're going to do that even more with Nod-Krai now and Zhnezhnaya. Which, obviously, there's still going to be inspirations from other places. I think they even mentioned here there, but it's not going to be like, it just clearly, inspired by only this place. And that's pretty much it. Which I think is a good thing,
绝对的讲啊，没有，会有一些
Because then it created that problem where, like, a lot of people keep complaining about, hey, why is this like this, what the real culture is about. Why you're making it different, Because then they don't fall into that trap that happened like ever so often. Like the people, saying, why don't you, like being more accurate to like the actual culture or stuff or whatnot. Which for me, it was never a problem. As long as like it doesn't ruin my in-game experience, I don't think that's necessarily a problem. They can have the liberty to, change stuff if they want to, if make the story more interesting. But I know, like, some people might be a problem.
些环波罗的海的自然风貌，但是人文啊，完全是这样。
Yeah, they even mention here, like,
啊，没有，会有一些
yeah, there is some scenery resembling the area around the Galaxy.
环波罗的海的自然风貌，但是人文啊，完
But
全
in the end, they all work a fiction. Yeah, and I think it always was like this, but I feel like some people do, like, the in-world inspiration way more serious than others. So when they decide to change it, I was like, wait, why are you changing it? Like, it's not like this in this culture and whatnot. I still want Zhnezhnaya to be Roshi inspired. I think it still might be. There might be some inspiration on that, but it wouldn't be, like, the vision we had of Zhnezhnaya when we first started Genshin is not going to be the same when we actually see it. And I think that's okay, personally. I think that's fine. Natlan just feels so disconnected to me. For me, Natlan, it felt like every tribe was this mini nation. Like, where it got inspiration from a different type of culture, a different type of, environment. That's what it felt like to me. The Flower Feather clan is totally different from, like, the Children of Echoes, which is different from, the Silence on Canopy, which is different from, the Collective of Plenty. They feel so freaking different. Like, in like, music, and granted, for me, it doesn't feel too different, that it doesn't feel weird, but it definitely feels different enough that it doesn't feel like the same. It's kind of like, if you go to Mondstadt and you go to the cathedral and then go to the entrance, it still feels the same place and kind of similar to Liyue, while the Natlan tribes, they feel like, pretty different from one another, which I guess that was the point, to not make, them look the samey. But I think I kind of get what you mean by there. By that, by the disconnect. You feel with that. Yeah, I feel mostly it's mostly that. I don't know where all the the real world like archetypes came from exactly, like from each one, but yeah, it was mainly those, I think, but I'm not 100% sure like where each inspiration came from exactly.
架空了。
Certainly, I mean.
不过讲真啊，这个对于我们来说其实是一个挑战。这个是不用文明作为主题，而是以人
instead people honestly
作为主题带来的挑战。
I'll point this out.
在这种情况下，比起传统的做法，观察文明要如何映射在人身上，我们更像是在思考说，如果舞台上出现的是这些人，由他们构成的文明会变成什么样子？又具备哪些要素？换句话说，就是
Oh yeah, and they showed this as well. This little is neat little like art of like the new models that we're going to see. Like I said, I could go my little rant about how I wish the NPCs were less generic. And granted, they're making some more important NPCs, look more distinct. But I still wish the other NPCs look, not as NPC as they usually look. But I don't need to go there. I just wanted to point out that I like the little moon symbols and the little horns, which I think they're fake. I don't think they're real horns. I could be wrong. But I don't mind the little early design of this outfit. It looks interesting.
是从内容为文明服务到为人服务的转变。那这个思路的变
Also, yeah, this one looks sick though. This one looks really sick. Like I can see this look really, really cool. Like this member of the Wild Hunt. Like some soldiers that died and then got resurrected as a part of like the Wild Hunt. This looks really freaking sick because of the purple fire. It looks so freaking cool. I think it might be a narrative thing for me. Oh, okay, I see. Just the way they handle the narrative. Got it. They say everyone is connected, but the tribes have little connection. Okay. I guess I can kind of see it. It's kind of like they're all. I think you mean like they're all autonomous, and you don't necessarily need to, like they don't. It's not like they live in this region and like they need one another to survive in their own like space. They're pretty autonomous. Let's put it like that. I guess the best way to put it. Also, Kuha. God dang it! Why are arms like this? Kuahutsi Sugi? I butchered it. I'm so sorry. Like, hello, Kuaku. Hello, Stream. Or just Sugi, I guess. How are you doing? We're just checking the new trailer, the new stream one more time. Just going through all the lines and see if I didn't miss anything and whatnot. This Lexi joking check. Oh my god. I'm sorry. I know you're joking. I just naturally bad with saying people's names. It is what it is. Ghost Rider vibes? Honestly, yeah. It kind of gives you a little bit. The streamer dyslexia is feel. I know it's not real, but I just want to point it out because. But yeah. Well, how are you doing? We're doing well. Like I said, just checking one more time the trailer. And another stream, by the way. So if I'm not talking to you in Twitch chat, I'm talking to YouTube chat. I know I can see both chats all the time. But yeah, I was pointing out earlier, I really like the design of the Wild Hunt enemies here. Actually, it's real, Mr. Streamer. There you go. There. Yeah. Don't worry, I know what you mean. Like that. Actually, like speaking with the glasses and like the thing you just pointed there. Oh dear.
变化对于我们的创作
But yeah, it looks really neat though.
来说是尤为重要。
I cannot wait to see how the fire effect is going to be.
最终我们
Oh, thanks very for the follow. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate the follow. Kuhaku. Yeah, it will take me a while. I'll eventually say the name properly.
们想要达到的效果跟
Okay, let's see. What game did you play? I mostly play like mostly horror games like Genshin, Star Wars, ZZ. I check Wu as well, but I do from time to time like at least one. I keep one game that's not a gacha. I keep play. I play them until I finish it. We're playing Okami now. We already play. We play Persona. We play I don't know why I'm playing Hollow Knight. And usually I cycle between at least one that game is not a gacha between my gacha games that I play. And that's usually where it works for now. But yeah, we're checking Okami for now, and after that I might go back to Hollow Knight to finish some DLCs before Silk Song. Then we'll see what to play next. I might do Mega Man maybe, or go and play Devil May Cry another time. I still think about it. I feel like people who mostly play Horror and Wua are still able to still able to be saved. Oh my god, don't say it like that. Don't say it like that. I'm okay? I'm doing good. Don't worry. I'll be able to survive. As long as I don't touch Fate Grand Order, I feel like I'm okay? As long as I don't fall into that rabbit hole, I feel like I'm doing good. I think I mentioned a few times to chat. The day I tell you guys I'm going to play Fate Grand Order is the day I'm truly am lost to gacha hell. Like, it's the day I'm lost. I'll never come back. No coming back from Fate Grand Order. Even I won't touch it. Yeah. The day I say I'm going to play Fate Grand Order is the day I'll never come back from gacha. Like, today I truly lost, guys. I was lost and never going to be found again after that.
几年前美术表达的终极目标其实是一致的。我们希望无论是谁去到 Nod-Krai.
My only gacha will always be Genshin. Oh, you only play Genshin or Genshin? Okay. Which is fair, honestly. Gacha, they're really time consuming, so I would suggest most people to only play one because of it, but don't be like me. I play way too much. You guys shouldn't do that. Should stick with one or two, I would say. That's like a good amount. But but since you play Wuwa and Hoyo, you can do me something after the video. Are links allowed in chat? I don't think they are. Not on Twitch anyway. Maybe on YouTube and on Twitch. Also, yeah, I also play PGR, but I play off stream. I don't usually stream PGR, but I do play it more casually though. I'll say like the Hoyo and Wuwa is the ones that are like the 3 Hoyo games and Wuthering Waves is the ones I play more consistently. But I am a more casual player on PGR. Never mind. At least with Genshin characters, Star Wars ZZ characters, all 1 tier lost. Oh, never mind. Oh, you can see it. Yeah, like I said, links are disabled on Twitch. Disable it. I played Honkai in release, but my cell phone couldn't handle it. Oh, I see. I see. Okay. Maybe later, we'll see. Usually when I stream this time, I'm only streaming it because we got a new like behind the scene from Nod-Krai or not, so I'm just checking. I have a Discord, yeah. I have a Discord server. I do have it, yes.
看来都能找到属于自己这段旅程的自由与乐趣。
你硬要问这些表达当中有没有现实原型，那当然是有的了。那对吧？那大家都知道，艺术创作它从来不可能完全脱离现实。
Okay.
那就比如说，大家谈到。
I will not come back never seen the whole power creep controversy, and I don't want to start over again. I mean, that's fair. I still play it. And by the way, we are playing later today. Later today, we'll be streaming back Star Rail because I am pulling for an access. So if you guys want to check it out, just check out that. But I totally get that, yeah. If you're more of a casual player that only plays for the story, I would say honestly it's fine. At least for now, like there's no like moment in gameplay they're like, yeah, if you don't have certain characters that cannot progress, I would say you still need some 5-star characters, like a decent team to do the story, I would say, but you can still progress for now. Like, there's no problem doing story. It's still in Star Rail. The problem is if you do, end game content and like, the Abyss equivalent and all that stuff. But if you don't do it, I would say it's still fine for now. Yeah, it's mostly end game. The problem in Star Rail now is mostly end game stuff. It's not affecting the story yet. Hopefully it never does. But yeah. Okay, just putting Genshin then. I might check later. Yeah. Like I said, it's your call. If you don't want to come back for all that, is also it also have a valid reason, I would say.
北欧，那北欧一定会有一个特殊的地貌，就是峡湾，对吧？那有的旅行者可能在现实当中，在挪威、在冰岛这些国家，我们亲自见过这种壮观的景色。那还有一些旅行者，他可能是在一些经典的游戏作品里面他见过，比如说像早期的一些作品比如说《魔兽世界》它曾经有过一个地区叫豪风峡湾，还有巫师三。
Also, it's still wild to me that they mention so many games in this stream. They mention World of Warcraft, they mention Skellige, they mention like they mention so many games in this whole thing.
它有一个地区叫史凯利杰群岛，对吧？
Okay, so the games that pages over that list. Okay, Genshin, Star Rail, ZZ, Wuwa, Nikke, Reverse 99, PGRs, No Break, Brown Dust 2, Ether Gazer, Arknights, Girls Frontline 2, Azure Lane, Echo Apocalypse, Heavens Burns, Red, Project, I don't know how to say that, Black Beacon, and Path to Nowhere. Wow, I actually know a lot of those games. And fun enough, I play most of them, at least at one point. I think the only ones I never touched yet was Arknights, Azure Lane, Heaven, like the Heaven Burns, Red, and Project, and the other one. All the other games I have at least played once, or I'm still playing it. Game I used to play, but I dropped Impact Third, Cat Fantasy, and Infinity Nikki. Okay. Yeah, honestly, I just never got into Arknights because I just a little bit intimidated by the fact, the game is like 6 years old, and I don't even know if I'm going to necessarily fully enjoy it because the whole battle. Granted, it's mostly because it's such a long game. Like it's been out for so long, I just don't know like how to get into it since it's been out for that long anyway. But yeah, I play all those games, and I still play Nikke, by the way. Nikke is all the list. I think Nikke is the one that I still play it, and I check like every so slightly, every so often, Girls from Lane 2 and whatnot, but I don't have install anymore. I might go back later if another character interests me or I want to go back, but for now, we're just not playing it. Not even Zelda mentioned, yeah. They mentioned so many games, not Zelda though. They didn't mention Zelda. Kevin's dailies took so long, Impactor storage issues, and Infinity Nikki wasn't for me. That's fair. That's fair, honestly. Also, that is a lot of games you play. Oh dear, that's a lot of them.
那在原神当中，有一点不一样的是原神它是一个基于卡通渲染和手绘风格的作品。
Yeah, I'm here looking like I keep forgetting how pretty this game is actually. It's so shady, but also really pretty.
这样一个表达底下，这种地貌应该怎么呈现？那这件事情也是我们曾经没有做过的事情。虽然它没做过虽然它很难，对吧？但是它非常有价值。
再比如刚才提到的双月之子和雍仲的冲突，这个概念在美术层面的表达其实是自然和人工的碰撞和冲突。具有
the man versus nature like debate or not debate, but just like story, I guess.
原始气息、浑然天成的景色，如何与富有雕琢感和科技感的内容去共存呢？这样的理念并
Honestly, I feel like they kind of tried to do it with Natlan, but they didn't emphasize as much as they could. So it felt a little jarring, the whole like dragon technology in Natlan, and people like thought it was way too out of place. I think it's something similar, but like similar in Nod-Krai, but not to the same extent as Natlan was. Since like I think like it won't be at the same amount of like the clash in ideas, I would say. It will feel like more natural. At least that's how it feels for me.
并非没有先例地平线。
My favorites are Nikki ZZ, Arknights probably. Okay. Yeah, because like if you play all those games, I assume at least some of them you play daily, while others just check ever so often. Because if you truly just do that all days, every single day, you're insane. Like holy crap. So I assume you just I got used to Natlan, to be honest. No. Personally, I don't mind Natlan. I enjoy it. It just I know some people like they don't like the whole discrepancy. Oh, it's pretty tribal, but then you can see Chaska with the gun and Mavuika with the pike and all that. So I personally, it doesn't bother me personally, but I know it bothers some people. You do all dailies? Jesus, oh my god, it's not that hard. I mean, I don't think hard is the problem. It just feels like it's way too time consuming. At least for me, like I have like played some of these games like on daily. It feels like it takes so long to do all dailies and use all resin and whatnot. At least for me. These don't take 15 minutes in each game, but because you can multitask, it can be done quickly. You mean doing these at the same time? That's what you mean? I mean, if you do that, maybe yeah, but it still feels so freaking long to do all of them. Oh, what I don't like about Natlan is just the Archon? Really? So just you just don't like Mavuika in general? Everything else you like? I get 8 games done in 40 minutes for dailies. A lot of games can be auto resin. I mean, yeah, but then it probably makes it easier. For me, I usually like to use my resin, which granted, in a lot of those games takes a little bit of time, but yeah. If it's just dailies, then yeah, I guess it can kind of make it like relatively faster. Oh, you like Mavuika, but you hate representation. Oh, okay. Okay, that's fair. Yeah. Also, yeah, I was not expecting, by the way, to just randomly getting dropped by Horizon, Xenoblade Chronicles, and Final Fantasy on a Hoyoverse live stream. That's kind of wild to me a little bit. Her bike could have been a dragon, would have been much better. I saw some people saying that. Honestly, every time someone says that, it reminds me of Pokemon, the latest one, where like there's like the dragon bike, that the dragon is just walking. And I don't know. A part of me is like, I kind of get what you guys mean, but then I look at that Pokemon, I was like, that's way too goofy to me though. I kind of like having the bike personally. I still wish there was more lore into like, more in-game lore not explaining, but like they put some emphasis on where the bike came from and how it was built. I think that would be really cool. So then people wouldn't feel as much, random bike here. But I don't mind the bike personally. Personally, I don't mind it. But that's just me. Mavuika is S tier character for me. She's on low. Okay, that's fair. I guess that's fair. I don't mind her being OP as fuck the story either. She's a freaking Archon. Yeah, I don't mind the OP-ness. I guess if that makes sense too. She being OP, it just, I guess for a lot of people, the design, it was really clashing and the whole bike thing and whatnot. I guess the way the story was handled, but I don't mind Mavuika. I actually like her a lot. And some people care about her, but I don't know. Yeah, some people care more, some people just don't. It depends.
异度之刃、最终幻想7，我们也是。
Before I continue here, I think it was more about the way it was presented. If they kind of like slowly introduce like more of the how nothing works in the dragon technology and even show how the bike was made, I feel like it would work it a little bit better. But because it was just there, I feel like it was just like random bike and that was it. At least that's how I feel. But like I said, I still don't mind. For me, like it was okay. It was alright. The bike is cool, so I don't care. She would have worked better at Izizi's Souza Calidon. Honestly, it wouldn't look as much as out of nowhere. Let's put it like that. If it was easy, that's for sure.
这些优秀作品的粉丝也熟知他们的表达手法，但提瓦特有自己的表达。
Neither for me, she was the first half drag and the second half was like TikTok brain. Really? That's how you think? I don't mind personally. I personally didn't mind too much. About a low point, I think they did. I think they talk a little bit later. I think we're going to get there, but yeah.
原神的设计必须要建立在原神自己的设定要素上，比如说，说到神力，
Overall was solid,
说到提瓦特的标志，
yeah, I enjoy
那
in
就
general,
不得不
I'd say.
提到
I have
遍
some
布
problems
各
with the
国
whole
的7天神像，对吧
some problems
在
in
诺
there,
卡
but
莱
in
也
general,
有
say I
当
really
地居
enjoy it.
民根据
Oh,
对
let me
于
go back
月
a little bit,
神
chat.
说到提瓦特的标志，那就不得不提到
Yeah, the symbol of Celestia in this world.
遍布各国的7天神像，对吧？在诺卡莱也有当地居民根据
Statue built to local base.
对于月神的信仰，
I guess their own statue of the seven.
那么
Similar-ish
双
at least.
方在诺德卡莱在提瓦特原始力量上的争夺，是否可以具象化为对神像的干预呢？
Look at the new statues. Yeah. I guess it's similar to like I said, similar to the statue of the seven, but like for a different type of god being from the looks of it. Let me go back so we can see it again one more time, actually. Not a lie, Chad. Some of these statues is straight up look like, you know, a Star Wars, you know, spaceship. It kind of reminds me a little bit just looking at those.
诺卡莱也有当地居民根据
Like this two
对
in the
于
middle.
月神的信
I was
仰
like,
建立的这
it
个神
looks
像
like a spaceship,
那么
honestly.
双方
Like
在
besides, of
诺
course,
德
the
卡
base,
莱
but
在
like
提
the
瓦
top
特
part
原
kind of
始
reminds
力
me a
量上
little
的
bit.
争夺，是否可以具象化为对神像的干预呢？我们其实可以尝试通过神像的外观变化来体现两股势力相互对抗的地方生态。
Okay, so I wonder if the statue of
刚才我
the
们
seven of Nod-Krai is going to be a little different than what we usually are used to, or not. Why is he giving what vibes? Maybe more technological vibe. Maybe that's why you think that we're getting like a little bit of UA vibes. To be an issue for Natlan is spacing and expectations set compared to the whole we got. Honestly, I feel like for me, I've said like the expectations was like the big thing. Like I feel like it got to people because they presented in a way before it got to Natlan, and then when they showed it, it felt like it wasn't what we were expecting. So they felt like, you know, it was all a lie. Yeah, I feel like it was mostly that. Like the expectation versus reality was by, you know, got to people. And like I said, I still feel it was probably affected worse from all the other nations. But they never like I feel like what they lacked in show it is like, you know, we didn't saw that. We saw the aftermath, how people still thrived after all that and survived besides all those setbacks. But unfortunately for us, we only saw, you know, everything looks happy though. Like what is like, the drama and all, the hardship. They didn't show it as much, so it felt like a lot of people didn't see it as that. Like I said, for me, I didn't mind. I enjoyed the whole story, like the way I enjoyed the story, and after we look into it, I was like, oh, okay, I get it. But I totally get for most people being like, yeah, they just didn't show it. It felt so different from everything they were telling us about it previously.
我们也提到一个问题，就是创作者和玩家之间是会存在一些信息差的。
Yeah.
那消解创作者和玩家之间的信息
It's
差，
all Nuvelet's fault. Yeah, Nuvelet, a land of dragons and all that, and war and yeah.
就是我们经常面临的一个挑战。比如我举个例子，就是提瓦特的科技水平问题。很多旅行者他
Oh yeah, that's right. Speaking of that, they're talking about the technological advancement in
比如我举个例子，
in Genshin now here. I get it. It's just nowhere near what it could have been after Sumaru Fontaine. Oof.
和玩家之间的信息差，就是我们经常面临的一个挑战。比如我举个例子，就是
Yeah, this
提
part. The
瓦特
question
的
of the
科技
level
水平问题。
technological advancements.
很多旅行者他其实基于早年接触原神的印象，他认为，
Which is true, honestly.
提瓦特
If
是
you look at Mondstadt, it definitely gives that vibe, you know, medieval fantasy world with magic. That's like, I think what most people thought of it when they first saw it. Even though we saw the Ruin Guards, I feel like people just still thought, oh, it's just medieval. That's
一
pretty
个
much
比较
what it,
落
with
后的
magic.
大概15世纪左右的奇幻世界。那其实我们随着这5年多的
I know we got, while I was still being let down, and I feel both can be true, you know? Yeah. Honestly, I am. I don't know when we're getting it, but whenever we get a Mondstadt expansion, I'm going to be excited about it. I love this place. Mondstadt is just so
内容
good.
更新， 我们有陆陆续续的给玩家展示提瓦特这个世界不同的侧面。比如在纳塔这个版本，我们有很多
Yeah, where the ancient dragon technology is far surpassing any human civilizations. Yeah.
远超人类。
They were all built different, and then they just disappeared. They couldn't. They were like, we need to take care of the human, those insects beneath us, and then they all died. Oh well. Or became like saurians and all that. So yeah.
文明的古龙科技。但是比如说前几年，
Yeah, most of it is super comfy. Yeah, it feels like home for me
比如
personally.
教令
It
院，
definitely
比
feels
如
like
愚
that.
人众，比如枫丹科学院，那他们也是一
They're
直在尝
challenging
试
the
挑战
cutting edge
尖端的科
technology
技。
and advancements. Yeah.
所以接下来在这个有很多个势力融合的诺德卡莱，
And I kind of like that. I kind of like like it is fantasy in nature, but it's not medieval. It's definitely way more technology. A lot of people give it credit for. I feel like I guess they just manifest different ways depending on the nation and whatnot.
是自然会出现。
Most of it is basically what an enemy, what an enemy thinks Europe is like. Oh boy.
比其他地方高得多的科技造物和一些独特的风景的。虽然我们是认为这些内容的铺垫时间已经足够长了吧，涵盖的内容面也比较丰富，但是具体的在某个特定的位置呈现它们的时候，不可避免的还是会让一些旅行者觉得比较突兀。
Yeah, like travelers may inevitably find it jarring. I mean, I don't think it's necessarily wrong. They definitely took inspiration from like real places, but it's not all Europe is like that. It's just
那持续
But yeah, this part here,
他们的时候，不可避免的
travelers may find it jarring.
会让一些旅行者觉得比较突兀。那持续的如何解决这个信息差的问题，如何去消解它，其实对我们来说也算是。
Yeah, I feel like that's the big thing. I feel like that they need to like make it so it doesn't happen again. Like how to resolve the information gap. Because it can be jarring, but if it is explained in a way that makes sense to the player, to be like, oh, it can be jarring, but you see, and then they actually explain it, I feel like it doesn't feel as bad as, it could have been. I feel like this was a problem they had with Nathan specifically, because I feel like every other place that we had, it kind of makes sense, It didn't feel too, like, out of context, if that makes sense, like, weird. So I feel like if they managed to do that moving forward, especially with Nod-Krai, I feel like it's not going to be as bad. I feel like it's never going to be as bad as Nathan, for example, like in general, for, like for that. But I can get what I mean with this. Is there anything you'd like to share about the future? Oh boy. Going back to Monster is seeing the plant spots. Oh boy. My place from Monster is the winery. Music is yeah, the music on the Luke winery is so good. That's such a good song. Such a good OST there.
原神的未来呀，我觉得未来这个词
No. Yeah. I don't want I don't want Nathan to be forgotten. That's not it. Like I like it has its problems, has its things, but in general, I really enjoy the nation as a whole. And I definitely want them to go back to it and revisit it. Like through events, getting more lore to it. I definitely want that for sure. So, and I think they're going to do that. I don't think they're going to just forget about it because, a lot of the player feedback was negative in relation to the nation in general. I think they're definitely going to go back to it eventually for sure. I think it would be a waste because lore-wise, I think the nation is as good as any other. Like, it is really interesting. I just, it's just the way it was presented, I feel like was the big problem with a lot of people. So I definitely feel like we're going to go back to it at some point.
未来这个词有点大。
Yeah, I always glad we're visiting all nations. It always feels so, I was like, oh, we're going back to meet our friends and seeing how things are going, or maybe getting some dank lore explanation or something. I don't know.
叫做进化。进化这个词说起来很容易啊，它不是一。
Was it the worst region according to reception? I think it was. I think it was. Every other region, like some people complain here and there, but I feel like Nathan was probably like, the worst by reception alone, I would say. Some people say the worst. I don't agree personally. I don't hate Natlan. Like by far from it, I love that region. But by reception, I guess the general consensus, you could say it was definitely, the one that people were like, who wants to revisit Sumeru Desert? Honestly, I wouldn't mind. personally. I actually enjoy going to the desert. I know, like, it's just sand. They try their best to make, sand exploration interesting. But I did like going to, the underground areas and whatnot. And plus, we are going back to Sumeru. Because remember, what's the name again? I forgot. Karia is there, like the entrance to Karia is literally there. So we are literally going back there at some point. It's literally there buried beneath Sumeru, apparently. Or beneath all that place. So yeah. I have a big questions, all theoretical. What do you think will come after the Arc Conquest line finishes? That is a good point. I still don't know, honestly. Like, I wonder, like, for example, if the game ends, like, are we going to go to another planet? Is something going to happen and we're still going to be trapped here? I generally don't know. Like, it's always fun to speculate. I mean, yeah, I could see, like, something major happening, and then we need to still be here to fix it, and then revisiting all the nations, I feel like maybe a time skip or something. I could kind of see that happening. Or maybe just going to a different planet, because, like, something happened that escaped out of Tevat and we need to go after it, I guess. It's just kind of hard to tell for now, because I don't see the ending just yet and how things are going to unfold it at this moment. But I wouldn't mind having a time skip, to be fair. Like, if there's some kind of time skip, and then, like, a few years later, like, the characters, like, change design-wise, and then we're getting new characters based on the old characters. I wouldn't mind, but I guess we need to wait and see. Maybe we can go back to old places and we get the Impact 3rd scenario like Genshin 2. I wouldn't mind, yeah, getting like a Genshin 2-ish type scenario. And revisiting old places. Yeah, Karmia probably. Ascend to Celestia? I mean, but Celestia is kind of evil. They feel kind of evil, so I don't know.
一件很容易的事，就是你
Let me drink some water, chat. My throat's killing me. That's what happens when I decide to do a stream early in the morning. Still sick and just want to keep talking. Oh boy. Yeah, Tevat is only chapter 1, from what I remember. So that's why I was like, are we going to stay in Tevat or going to leave it after that? That's, I guess, my big question at the end. I'm playing as Ether. I chose Ether as my MC. Usually playing gacha, I usually choose the male MC. It's just a meeting. Oh, hi, Reina. Hello. I'm going to stream. Whoa. What is it? I want a hug before bed. Yeah. Good night, Reina. Good night. There, had some pets there. I want to. Also, did you watch the live stream, by the way? Did you watch this? Or you haven't watched yet? Just curious. Is either canon? Because people say he is, but the devs say Lumine is too. I feel like in Genshin, because they wanted to, like, since, the other sibling needs to be opposite of yours, I feel like to not make people get confused with, like, oh, one time they show Ether as the main character, then Lumine, but then when they show the other sibling, one is evil and the other one, and just go back and forth. I think they thought it might be confusing, so they decided to, choose Ether as the canon, quote-unquote, MC, and then use Lumine as the other sibling, just to not make people confusing. At least that's how I feel like it. While we know in Star Rail, since it doesn't matter if you choose Kalos or, Stel, it doesn't affect the story because they're the same character, basically. So they can go between back and forth between them. And it's easy, Bell and Wise are different characters, but they're on the same field. Like the same, like, they're basically serving the same role. So it doesn't matter if you choose one or the other. I think that's the reason why they decided to, focus on Ether as a MSC and Lumine as the other sibling. Just so to make people confusing. But I could be wrong, but it doesn't matter. Like, it is still canon in the game. Like, they just decided to show in the trailers that it's just Ether as the MC. That's how I feel like, anyway. I know nothing. Oh, okay. Yeah, we got this live stream. I think I posted on Discord. Showing, and just watching it out. It already ended a while ago, but we're rewatching, basically. We got Lumine. Would it be kind of cool having two travelers? Honestly, It kind of would. Like, you know, a lot of people theorize that like Lumine got the power from the Abyss, so she might have different powers now than we originally had when we entered the vat. So I could see it maybe getting like, you know, the other brother were like, you know, abyssal power or something like that. It is canon in promotion, but the canon is why you choose. Yeah, that's the TLDR of it. Like, it is just canon for promotion's sake to not let people get confused, but the canon character is whoever you choose, basically. I hope at the end we get the other traveler. Yeah, it would be really nice. Let's continue. We're almost getting there, Chad. We're getting to the end.
一个产品你想进化，你需要不断的去对自己发问，你要逼着自己去做出一些改变。
Yeah, for us to make changes.
比如去年我记得2024年的时候，大伟哥有说过一句话，叫做“原神除了对旅行者的陪伴以外，一切皆可改变”。那可能当时大家会觉得这是一句客套话，但其实对我们来说，就是你要去做出一些改变。
Change isn't. I guess I could say that. Yeah. Of all the games, like Genshin is the one. Like it feels like change is something they barely decide to do it. It barely changes. That's what it felt like anyway.
不是一个随口说的这种口号。我举个例子啊，可能没跟大家聊过这个事情，就是去年年底的时候，我们跟着公司的代表团。
I normally pick. Let me stop here so I don't be saying the information. Normally I pick few MCs because I collect waifus, and to me that includes the MC. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, for me, I just usually choose like males, like for MC. In most RPGs, if they give me the option.
那在那一晚呢，我们其实是跟很多业界的前辈交流过。那比如说，From Software 公司的社长宫崎英高先生，
Hey, look at all that.
还有史克威尔艾尼克斯最终幻想7重置版3部曲的制作人滨口之。
The producer of Final Fantasy VII Remake, Trilogy, Mr. Naoki Hamaguchi. Is this Sakaguchi? I think they messed it up.
树先生。
Oh, no, maybe it's Sakaguchi. I forgot. Maybe they changed it for the rebirth or not. Yeah, Wu has his Switch, which is really nice. It's a nice thing they did there. Yeah.
还有当年在最困难的时候支持过我们的吉田修平先生等等等等，我们见过很多的前辈。那我们跟他们也聊到了一些关于游戏的创作出发点，也聊到了包括还有开放世界的设计要素，也聊到了这些作品我们怎么去和下一世代的玩家产生共情。
So you know，
很多这样的话题。
No worry, I know.
我当时就在想，我说《原神》到今天已经走过了5年多，那
5 years already. Oh boy, 5 years. It's been a long time.
这些作品在过去的30年里，他们陪伴了我们30年。那《原神》也好，这些作品也好，其实我们都在被现在这个时代挑战。我们都必须去思考我们怎么去改变自己。
Yeah, I think last year they were mentioning, are they talking about something? I think they were talking, at least for me, it always felt like it was, the middle of Sumeru. It was a little like this weird time. Like this, it felt weird to me. And the initial Fontaine was really good, I would say. But at least for me, like, the Sumeru, like the 3.0, it always felt kind of, after we got Dendro, it felt kind of like we were just there. Like, nothing changed too much there. It was just okay-ish stuff. Like, Devontae came out, and then it was like, we got the exploration, all that, some changes here there, but it was just eh.
那和这些前辈的这些话题我当然是很兴奋的了。
Weird limbo, which to be honest, I guess I would say it kind of started after Inazuma ended. I feel like, but I would say like the Sumeru part was like this weird limbo, like the lowest. I would say.
也很荣幸嘛。但是回来的路上我就一直在问我自己，就是我们是不是真的做到了皆可改变呢？是不是真的什么都可以做到呢？那我觉得很显然，我们可以去做的事情还有非常
many things you can do。
有什么内容是
I would say though, even though like the game did change when Naplan came out, like certain things, and I would still say, like, for me, like the best thing they did in the 5.0 patch, like the Naplan stuff, was adding like World 9 so you could like farm more stuff. I'd say like more quality of life stuff. But as far as story goes, I definitely felt like there was an increase in quality personally. maybe not like I said, you guys can like say, oh, maybe the pacing does it wrong, don't like the character design because it's way too different. But I definitely feel like certain executions that they did during certain things, it definitely changed, and I feel like it changed for the better. Like some certain things that he did in regards to like story quests, arc quests, even world quests as well. At least for me, I feel like this changed. Like it changed for the better. At least for me. Even though the content, like people might not enjoy it too much because the way they naturally is, I still feel like they had definitely an increase in quality in regards to the presentation of certain things in the quest itself.
是只有原神的团队才有可能想到的。我们一直在探索这样的可能性，但是往往阻碍我们探索的都是一些陈旧、具有惯性的思维镣铐。那比如说，大世界不能放角色，为什么？前几年
who taught this, by the way? Who thought was like we cannot put characters in? Why? Like it makes the world feel like it's living. You know, if you see like your character just walking around there doing your own things. It doesn't feel like, oh yeah, the playable character is there. We meet this important character. Where he is after that? Gone. We never see him again unless it's story quest or, arc quest or whatnot. So, I don't know why they thought about this.
用户的设备性能不够，那现在够不够呢？够的话就放呗。
Also, yeah, they added this event, and I think that was such a good addition. I still wish it was permanent. Like, I think they should add this as a permanent thing. Just let the characters do things in cycle, like, every day they're there practicing, they're doing this, doing that. I think it would be really neat if they actually do that. Things they can do: remove talents and weapons materials, specific dates to farm, let it be every day, let it farm weekly bosses at least 2 times a week, bring back past story events. Yeah, they could also do stuff like that. That's like, I feel like, bringing back event stories is one of the big things that I really want them to do it. Especially for people like have missed them. I've been playing since day one, so I done everything pretty much, but I still wish they could like revisit stuff if we could, go back to do older events and whatnot. And yeah, the whole talent books and materials being able to do every day, it would be amazing. Since we already can do this. If you get, if you don't play the game for a while and then come back to it, they let you farm all materials every day anyway. So I don't know why they could just not do it for always, It just makes farming just annoying in general. If you don't plan yourself or just wait until like Sunday to do it.
所以说这个就是有意履文。
Yeah, Traveler's Tales was a really good idea. I just wish it wasn't time limited. I wish they added like as a permanent thing in the future.
前段时间可以在大世界偶遇角色的这个活动，任务的设计一定要固化在传。
Also, that's like an easy no. It should tailor the quest based on the character. I think Chlorun is a really good example of that. Chlorun's story quest is such a good story quest, and it feels pretty different from the other ones because the way it was presented, like, it's so unique, and I had so much fun doing it. And I think, like, even though it's not my favorite, I could say even Varessa's quest is something like that. It's such a wacky, weird quest, but it fits her so much, and it fits her tribe as well. So I think they shouldn't have just be fixing traditional stuff. They should do what they feel is right for the character to fit the character and make an interesting story. As long as it's interesting, I think it goes. You should go for it. They should go for it.
当然不是，对吧？只要故事讲得好，只要角色塑造得当，只要玩家看得爽，后日谈。
Yeah, everything else doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't need to be the same. As long as the story interesting, the characters are well developed. Like, who cares if if the who cares about doing the same thing? Just do whatever you want to make everything more interesting.
世界任务有什么样的形式是不能做的呢？所以在《空月之歌》的版本前期，我们先尝试用超规格的主线承担了
Yeah, experiment using an overscaled main story to shoulder the bulk of character development.
角色们的主要塑造工作，而原本的那种祖宗之法不可变的传说任务、邀约任务。
Also, yeah, by the way, I hope that it also means they're also more inclined to focus more on 4-star characters. As usually they focusing more on only the 5-star characters. I hope that also means they're more flexible in deciding to develop the 4-star characters as well. which I feel like story-wise they're as important as the 5 stars. Like they only like delimited like that because of gameplay reasons. But I feel like they should explore more of those characters as well. I think it would be really nice. Do characters in Genshin age? So far, no. We know some of their ages, of course, but I haven't seen any noticeable age in all those 5 years. They have birthdays, you know, they talked about, oh, Happy New Lantern, right? Hope this new one's gonna be in all that, but I haven't seen any noticeable change in design from all those years. Not yet. Maybe someday, but so far the answer is just no. Like, time does passes, but we never see a change in their design. That has never happened.
的内容，我们尝试用更加润物细无声的做法，自然地融入到这个世界的探索和交互里，用内容去替代台词，用反馈去替代叙事。
That is a really good thing, though. Like when they did with Natlan at the end, you know, Act 5, I will still say what they did there was so freaking good. And I hope they do even more, you know. Depending on what you do or do not, it affects the story, like the main story. That was such a good addition, and I hope they do this all the time moving forward. It's gonna be so cool.
把体验做活、做宽，做到更加生动。
Because then it makes everything feels connected. It doesn't feel, you know, oh, they just, you know, we did this, we did that, but they don't feel truly connected. But by doing this, they feel like, you know, everything you do matters. And it has a weight to the world, which is pretty cool. They could even end up upgrading 4-star characters to being 5-star. I guess they could. But I don't know. A problem is like, do they really? I feel like as long as the character is well designed, you don't really need to focus on that, honestly. Like, for certain characters, they work as fine as is. I know, like, it's not everyone, unfortunately. Like, you know, Dora is a good example. Girl is just like, there's no reason you should use her unless you want to just use her for the sake of using her. Well, you know, I feel like Chevreuse, Fisho, Bennett, Chungling, Yao Yao, a lot of these characters, like, they're pretty serviceable and can work completely fine their own in that squad and whatnot. I just feel like there's some other 4-star characters, they're just there, you know? They're just there and they're totally replaceable. Those are usually the problems that I have with certain 4-star characters. You know, they're just a 5-star, a fatter 5-star version of it. There's no reason to use them. But I feel like the better ones are the ones that, you know, they have a really good role they excel at, and even if you can have a second option, there's still a really good option regardless. Or they just do something unique that no other character does in the game, and that's why it's viable to use them. That's why I feel like the best 4-star characters we have there in the game, personally. Maybe they could do something like that, you said, you know, 4-star to 5-star, but then it would need to like rebalance every single 4-star in the game to be that, which it's gonna be hard because, you know, like I said, some characters are definitely better than others for sure. So I don't know if they would do that, if they would do that with every single character.
直登人跟狂猎，对吧？他们是对手。
But it could have something
对手之间
maybe could
会
have
不会有
done
一些
it
特
or
殊的
something.
互动？
Or just have, you know, different versions of characters, you know. Certain 4-star characters have like 5-star versions. They could also do that if they wanted to. Which, granted, doesn't fix the problem with the 4-star characters. But it would be nice to see the development of the character, you know, going to 4-star to 5-star. At least, you know, to see the change. At least that, but...
比如刚才讲纳夏镇的灭文馆，那灭文馆说对情报收集的工作很有一套。那这个情报收集工作有没有办法从可玩的内容里去呈现他们对情报的这种掌控力？那还比如说双月之子，它跟月亮之间有很深的关系，那这种联系能不能跳出阅读物这样一个限制，变成一个体验，一个实实在在
Let me check something real quick. One second. Let me just check one thing real quick, Jay, real quick. Okay. Sorry, chat. I was checking something here. I don't think it's anything important, but yeah, I need to check it. So my bad. Let's go continue here. All right. mean, it should be good. It should be nice. Let's go continue. Banned 5-star. Banned 5-star would be crazy. Ooh.
的东西
If it's better than his 4-star version, then it would.
原神这个团队到今天为止，我认为是有能力把我们刚才说的这些构想，以一个符合我们预期的品质，把它踏实落地的。那我觉得原神这个团队最大的优势，从来就是能够调用这一切的资源，来呈现我们内容的，我们的小伙伴们，当然还有一起陪伴我们这么多年来一直信任我们，愿意跟我们一起进步，愿意跟我们一起成长的每一位玩家。
就和诺德卡莱的设计思路是一样的，人才是永恒的主题，人才是前进的原动力。只要我们团队的小伙伴还在坚持做好的东西，做难的东西，做别人没有做过的东西，那这个优势就不会轻易的丧失掉。这就是原神以及整个米哈游所坚持的 something new, something exciting, something out of imagination。我们有信心，也必然可以在未来持续给玩家带来新的惊喜。
There you go. Meanwhile, heal, no circle impact, and can heal 100% HP. Also, yeah, they post this code here. I don't know if that was one of the codes that they posted earlier, but it was posted. Let me see. Let me just double check 1 second. Was it the code that I already posted or just for the stream? They might not have actually, so I need to double check real quick. I don't think so. I think it's a new code. Okay. Yeah, let me just go and put it here then. So I can get it later. September release. I mean, it's usually around the time, you know, it like the big patch comes out, right? I think it's around that time. Okay, let me just go and put the code here so for later. Nod-Krai. Hope I said it right. Also, I wrote in Nod-Krai. Oh my god, Chad. Okay. Yeah, 0910. I guess that's the date then. I just said. Put it there, and let's put it here as well. There you go, there you go. Yeah, okay. Guess that was it for a live stream then. Yo, that was a long one, chat. Holy moly. I was even like talking for like how much? How long am I streaming again? Let's see. Almost 3 hours. Jesus. Jesus, like I turned like a 22-minute video into a 2-hour stream. And granted, I started streaming like a half an hour before, but even so, holy moly. That was something, to say the least. But yeah, Chad. What I'm most likely going to do is I think I'm going to end it a bit. I already said all I wanted to say. It's been a long stream, and I'm going to stream later anyway. We're checking out the pulling for an Axa and whatnot. I know it comes out in like 2 hours, I think, but yeah, I think that's the plan. It's just going to go and pull an Axa, do all the stuff in Star Rail and whatnot. Since I wasn't planning on streaming this time, like I just was caught off guard by this stream of all things. I'm like, what? We're getting this? Okay. I really like it personally. I really like it. Like I said, I didn't know what to expect, so I like the little information that we got. Some like the information that we got, like how that feels. It was just nice. I personally enjoy it. So especially since, you know, like I said, I don't know what to expect. So at least for me, it was a good time. It's plus I was hanging out with you guys, so it's always enjoyable like that. But yes, I think I'll be going for now though. I'll be going for now. Like I said, I'll be streaming later. I don't think there's anything more to say now. well, thanks for everyone hanging out with me as well. Like I said, it was a weird time. I mean, to be fair, I stream this ever so often, but I don't usually stream early morning for me on a Wednesday of all days. Usually on Sunday, not Sunday. Usually on Friday when you get a live stream. But this came out, you know. Yeah, Reina. Yeah, there it is. There it is. There's no hug emote though. Maze grabby hands. I don't have any hug emotes to just give it to you here. There you go. You got a little cat. There's a cat. There you go. Let's say it's a hug, kinda. Yeah. Yeah, you should also go to rest. It's probably really late for you now. It's what 10? Maybe 10 already or something like that. I guess. Almost 10, almost 11. Good enough. Okay. Thanks for stopping by the way, Reina. Thanks for that. But yeah, shut. I'll be going for now. Thanks for having everyone hang out here. And hope you guys have an amazing day for you guys. Oh, it's 10:30. Okay. So yeah, it is around 10 for you. Yes. Bye, guys. See you next time. Bye-bye. Also, yeah, I think I did see... Let me just check something real quick before I go. You guys won't see it, but I still want to check it. Just go here and see it. I think it's just a tier list like Tech Kuhaku sent it to me on Discord. I might check later by myself, but I want to... Let's see here. Oh yeah, just a big old tier list of all characters from what to ZZ. Jesus, that is just a big list though. Holy moly. But yeah, I think I did talk about something like doing a ZZ tier list eventually whenever we get Hugo, so I could like get some stuff done there. But that's a maybe. I won't talk about it today. I'll do it another time. But anyway, chat, I'm going for now. If you're hanging out, see you next time, and bye. Bye-bye.